Back at Lowell Park as the gray skies fill the oak trees behind us, 10 games through the early Cape League season. Liam Ervin alongside Brooke Killgore. 3-6-1 are the Kettleers entering tonight's matchup against the Orleans Firebirds. It was a devastating 4-3 loss on Wednesday night. Brooke, what were some of the big takeaways from that game and from this season about a quarter of the way through so far?
You see a lot of the rally Kettleers start to come to life a lot in these later half of the games. The Kettleers taking the lead in that one against the Bourne Braves to start things off, but Bourne just able to respond in almost every single capacity. The Cats forcing it to 10 innings, though, but a devastating walk-off loss for the Cats to kick things off. It's a 1-1 or 0-1 series so far with the Bourne Braves, but the Cats looking to get things back on track today against Orleans.
Well, one of the big storylines through this season so far has been Rob Cooper in his first season as a Cats head coach. You and I were with him this morning. Carson talked to him, and it's kind of the same agenda, understanding guys have slumps and getting them through the summer, getting them back on track to get back to school or maybe into the big leagues. What was your takeaway from that meeting this morning?
I mean, you have to think about it. It's one of the best big tests right before you head to the major leagues or minors. Games almost every single day with very minimal off days to rest and recuperate. So just really taking responsibility for the fact that maybe you're not the best one out on the field anymore and using that as fuel to motivate yourself to get going. Carson asked a lot of great questions about, well, what do you tell them to get them motivated? It's really dependent on every single player. Some guys need that high energy and some of them just need that good crack of the bat to get things going for them.
A chance to get back in the win column tonight. One of the guys who's been a bright spot for the Cats all season long has been Landon Beaver, the third member of our crew. Carson Mercier had the chance to talk to him pregame.
All right, thanks, guys. I'm here with Landon Beaver. Landon, you were one of three guys returning from Cotuit last year. Coming into this year, would you say that gave you any sorts of comfort being in a familiar place to get off to the start that you're off to right now?
I would say, yeah. I mean, last year I played in this league, so I just coming in this year just felt like I belonged here. Like, I think I'm comfortable up here.
You've played in 9 games so far this year. You've hit in every game that you've started. What's going well for you at the plate right now?
I'm just being aggressive. A lot of heaters right now, so early in the summer. So I'm just being really aggressive. It's working my way.
At UAB, you walked more than you struck out. Can you take me inside your mind with 2 strikes? Because you got a really good 2-strike approach.
Honestly, my 2-strike approach really doesn't change. Like, if I'm not going to chase with no strikes, why would I chase with 2? I feel like I have a pretty good feel of the zone. I know, like, my pitch is a hammer. I'm not going to go outside of my zone.
As a whole, the offense has kind of struggled for you guys. From your perspective, what needs to change for this unit to really start clicking?
I mean, it's still early in the summer. Dudes are going to find their groove here soon. I mean, we're putting really good swings on the ball so far. Just try 2 people, and it happens. I mean, we're getting baseball, as Coach Cooper says, so it happens. You got to keep going. It's a grind.
And finally here, wrapping up, a lot of the reason that guys have been struggling is these are some of the best arms in the country at the collegiate level. What have you gotten to learn facing the top arms in the country so far this year?
I mean, you learn a lot. I mean, you just got to be aggressive. I mean, the best guys in the country, they're going to attack the zone. They're all around the zone. The guys up here are, like, attacking hitters, trying to get ahead early. Just got to, like, be aggressive at that.
Landon, thanks for your time. Guys, first pitch coming up.
As the national anthem concludes, welcome back to Lowell Park, where following a much-needed day off, 2 clubs arrive on a Friday night looking to turn the page. The Orleans Firebirds travel to the village of Cotuit after watching a victory slip away in the 9th on Wednesday. Well, the Cats fell in 10 innings with flashbacks to last year's season at Bourne. Big stretch of baseball coming up on the Cape. Welcome inside our broadcast booth. I'm Liam Ervin, joined alongside my trusty partners, Carson Mercier, Brooke Killgore. 10 games into the season. This will be the 11th tonight at Lowell Park. Brooke, you and I talked pregame about the big takeaways. Let's go more general now. Biggest takeaways from the first 10 for the Cats.
Of course, you take a look at what those 10 games really were for the Cotuit Kettleers. It was a big topic of the offense. You had a chance, Carson, to talk alongside Landon Beaver, who's been one of those hot spots for the Cats so far. Hunter Warren also doing that in 1 game less. They're sitting tied, 346 in batting average for the Cotuit Kettleers among qualified players. It's just been such a positive to see those 2 really grow into that role, Beaver, with the returning side, Hunter Warren really stepping up. It's just been, kind of bit of a twist and turn, but the pitching staff for the Kettleers, they're only 8 strikeouts away from 100 on the season. So something to take a look at on that end as well. Mercier and Alex Soteropoulos really holding on to those 13 strikeouts. They're tied for 3rd overall in the league as well. So a lot of bright positive spots to go into the later half of the season. We're officially done with the first real start of this young season. So
some positive takeaways, but the past couple have been frustrating for the Cats. On Wednesday night, it was a walk-off loss at Orleans Park. That was a 10-inning thriller that ultimately went in favor of the Braves. What were your thoughts on that game, Carson?
Well, hey, look, both teams at one point led that game, and Cotuit just unable to get the job done. The Cats had plenty of chances to win that one, and going down the stretch, it's hard to put away a team in the bottom of the 10th inning with the winning run starting on second base. It's hard to do that. But there were improvements up and down the lineup. The at-bats have gotten better. There have been good swings. They got on the board in the first inning. Has that happened all year? I don't know. I don't think so. Dawson Park has been swinging a hot bat, so things are starting to come together. Pitching has been a big thing for the Cats this year. Hopefully with Jonathan Edelman on the hill, that will continue. With him on the mound, the Cats are 2-0. So, hey, you never know. That's kind of what I'm looking at, though. It's things starting to get in the right direction for the Cats.
Cats enter tonight on a 4-game losing skid. Orleans comes in on a 1-game losing streak as well, but that was in devastating fashion back on Wednesday night against Hyannis. They had the lead all day thanks to majority of Bub Terrell, 4 RBIs, 2 homers on the day for the big lefty. He'll be in the 3 spot tonight for the Firebirds and then blowing it in the top of the 9th inning as Brooks Beto meets out in front of home plate with the umpiring crew for tonight and the head coach for Orleans, Kelly Nicholson. Special night at Lowell Park. 2 teams looking to come back and find a win, put themselves in a win column. Brooke, it's a long stretch of games coming up, nearly 10 in a row. You've got Fenway Day mixed in there. A lot of baseball to think about, process for this young crew of Cats.
Well, it's just like Major League Baseball. If you take a quick glance at it, and these guys are really used to that collegiate play, the series maybe over the weekend, a couple spread out throughout the week. It's a real first chance to take a look to see how these guys might fare. Some of them holding on to that draft eligibility status. This might be a real, universe here in the next couple of weeks as the MLB draft looms closer and closer every day. But it's going to be an interesting stretch to see. The Cats, starting off the season last year, struggling a little bit, and then you get into that 10-week stretch, and Fenway Days seemed to perk up some heads last year, getting to hit balls off the green monster, just a couple of them, of course, but you really have to take a second to just put things in perspective. These guys coming off an off day, they didn't have to play on Thursday thanks to no rain delay on Tuesday. Take advantage of every moment here and your lineup changing every once in a while, and you got a sturdy arm in Jonathan Edelman.
Really has been the ace for the Cats all season long. 1-0 on the year, no runs besides 1 unearned. That was back at YD on the 19th. 1-2, 1 game started, 1 game out of relief. That was at Chatham. 6 2/3 innings overall, just 2 hits allowed, 1 earned run, 1 none-earned run. Pardon me, 1 run, none earned. No home runs, 89 pitches. He's been an arm that's consistent for the Cats, especially starting recently.
Yeah, and last year you look back and he was the closer, right? He was the back-end guy, this big dude that throws gas at you and going foot to the pedal or pedal to the metal for 15 pitches, but now he's a guy that's giving you some length and he's done it really effectively. It's not always easy to make that that transition, right, from bullpen, back end of the bullpen to a starting role, but he's done that and he's looked really good in doing that. It's going to be really exciting to see him finish this year out in a Cotuit uniform, but first you got to get through today, right? And it's going to be exciting trying to get back at Orleans after Orleans handed the Cats a tough come-from-behind loss. Orleans with a nice come-from-behind win last time these 2 teams played. So it's going to be good. It's going to be fun, and I'm excited to watch Edelman work today.
You see him right there, Jonathan Edelman, number 52, the 6'7" junior, 235 pounds out of Bucknell University. Heavy cutter slider mix on the mound today. Also throws a 4-seam fastball, of course. The defense that's behind him, Brady Chrisman in left field, Isaac Sturgis in center field, Jace Lee in right, J.J. Moran at third base, the hot corner, Dawson Park at short, Noah Coy up the middle with him at second base, Ryan Taransky at first tonight, And Sojun O behind the dish. You see it right there, 0.00 ERA. Kind of seemed like everything was working for Edelman at YD his last start, Brooke.
Oh, absolutely. Edelman has just been one of those guys. You talked to him last year about it, too. Just really wants to put those balls in the zone, and nothing much more than that. Of course, you talked to him after that Chatham game in which he came into close and saved the day with bases loaded in the 10th. It's like, I'm just here to play baseball. There's nothing to it, nothing complex. And we talked to Coop a little bit about that today with Carson. Some guys just come out to Cape and really try to make things fancy or do things a little different here and there. Edelman's a great example of sticking to what works and just getting it done.
74 degrees and cloudy at Lowell Park. First pitch scheduled for 5 p.m. right here at 4:57 on a Friday, June 26th. Rowan Kelly, new addition to the Firebirds lineup, will lead things off for Orleans as Jonathan Edelman toes the rubber. J.J. Moran playing in on the grass in case Kelly bunts. Flag slightly blows out towards center field. The grass is green, the lines are painted, and the Kettleers are ready for baseball. 11th game of the season. Edelman finds the zone for the first strike of the day. This is a new lineup since the last time Orleans and Cotuit faced off for the Firebirds. They've made two pretty solid additions, one of them being in the lefty batter's box currently. Check swing, doesn't matter, it found the zone on the outside corner. 0-2 early for Edelman.
Got a UC Santa Barbara Gaucho, Rowan Kelly, Gaucho team that gave Texas a good run for its money in the regional.
Still searching for his first hit on the year. 0-2 pitch, shot up in the air to center field. Ranging over is Sturgis. He'll put away the first out of the ball game. Well, Kelly leads things off, but behind him for the Firebirds, Dominic Cadiz in the 2 spot. Bub Terrell, the dangerous 3-hitter. Elijah Ike's in the 4 spot. Tyler Myatt in the 5 spot. Jonathan Gomez, the second baseman behind him. Casey Comiskey, Ryan McDougall, and Reiner Heinrich in the 9 spot. It's Cadiz due up next, 289 average on the year. First pitch you'll see, clips the corner for strike 1. Three pitches, 1 out for Edelman. Follows it up with a cutter on the outside corner. Heavy dose of cutters for the righty. 0-1 pitch. This is low. Sojun back behind the dish. Currently in the transfer portal, dealing with some of that. The following days, including the off day, returns to the squad, and he'll catch tonight with Edelman on the mound. 1-1. Hit back to the backstop. Edelman's a strike thrower. That's one thing to say about him.
Yeah, he had 26 in the last season with Bucknell and has just been bringing it up ever since then. 47 his freshman year, 46 2026. He did have that injury, so he was working through that, but it's kind of the main reason why those numbers aren't a little higher.
1-2 pitch. Cadiz thought about it on the outside corner, laid off. Jeff Merzel behind the plate tonight. It's his 4th game behind the dish for a Kettleers game. Jake Brichta at third base and Brendan Murphy at first. Your umpiring crew for tonight. 2-2 pitch, right down Broadway, strike 3. Edelman caught him looking on a backdoor slider. Strikeout 1, out 2.
Well, it's those types of pitches that were deadly against the YD Red Sox and helped compile that 6th strikeout game for him. Edelman is just someone that can attack that zone almost perfectly. You talk about it, that cutter starting things off on the first pitch, detrimental to batters.
He said that his biggest improvement for the summer was his pitch ability. He wants to be able to find the zone, mix his pitches as much as possible. He's got a tall task ahead with Bub Terrell due up first. He'll slice one down the left field line. Chasing on is Moran, and quickly a 1-2-3 inning. Terrell pops up to the third baseman, Moran, who chases down the left field line in foul territory and finds out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Firebirds in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Nothing. Ball game heading to the bottom of the first at Lowell Park on Cape League TV.
If you can dream it, If you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Bottom of the first at Lowell Park. Rain might be on the forecast later. For now, just clouds holding the oak trees behind the 397 sign in center field. Jacob Haley, the righty for Orleans, will take the hill today. Relief arm out of South Alabama gets his first start since all the way back in 2025, summer year, out of South Alabama. 2 appearances on the early season, Brooke.
2 early appearances and taking full advantage of them so far. We saw him in that game against Harwich. That's a hard team to go up to bat against. 2 2/3 innings pitch, only giving up 2 hits, 1 walk, but 2 strikeouts, no runs allowed. He hasn't seen a single run so far this game. Cotuit bats having to work extra on him.
Aiden Aguayo leads things off, hacking away at the first pitch and fouling it off. Couple new additions for Orleans, couple newcomers for Cotuit as well. 2 new guys in the dugout, and Aiden Aguayo, relatively new in his 3rd game with the Kets jersey on. 0-1, hacking away again is Aguayo. Still searching for his first hit. He was 0 for his first 5, 0 for 2 right here at Lowell Park against Brewster on Tuesday night, and then Wednesday night at Bourne, he was 0 for 3. Haley's 0-2. Broken bat, Firewood right to the shortstop, but off the glove. It's bobbled by Comiskey. Courtesy throw over to first base, not in time. A lot of spin on that baseball following the broken bat off Aguayo. Might have just found his first hit as a Ket.
That bat absolutely soared towards the mid-infield, and we've seen a lot of these Cotuit hits coming off of broken bats. It's just the speed of the pitch and taking that second to draw back and take your swing. You'll see this wood timber just going absolutely everywhere, and it was a nice drop ball there by Kaminsky to set things up for Aguayo.
Aguayo swung at the first 3 pitches he saw of the ball game. They'll call that a fielding error on the shortstop, Comiskey. As Aguayo leads off first base, Haley towards home and misses the strike zone. It was a playable ball up the middle. Comiskey moved to his left side, and it just deflected off his glove. Ryan Taransky due up next. He'll face a 1-0 count, but not before. Checking back in on the runner Aguayo at first is Haley. Aguayo had 1 stolen base at UCLA this year in 30 starts. That one misses outside. Count runs 2-0. Hitter's count for Taransky. He had one of the most clutch at-bats of the season the last time these 2 squads faced off. Pinch hit, 2 RBI single to right field. Ultimately, Cotuit gave away the lead they had, but it was for Taransky. Big cut from him there. Two balls, 1 strike, nobody out, bottom of the first at Lowell Park. Early offense has been something the Kets have struggled with. They put up 1 in the top of the first at Bourne, but before that it had been 8 days since Cotuit had scored in the first 3 innings of a game.
It's definitely been that mix between first swing, first pitch, and waiting on the count to go in your favor.
Aguayo takes off towards second base. Throw down from the catcher, McDougall, not in time. Swiping a bag is Aiden Aguayo. Not something the Kets have been known for in the early season. Last in the CCBL in stolen bases, but they pick up their 8th on the year due to Aguayo's base running.
Coach Coop really giving them the green light on any situation they seem fair. And Aguayo, like you said, having the 1 stolen base in his UCLA season, relatively new to the act, and 6 rewarded there.
2-2 to Taransky, outside and up. Taransky kind of motioning towards the Kets dugout that might have been a changeup of some sort off the arm of Haley. Full count. Early scoring opportunity with the runner in scoring position. Comiskey holds on Aguayo towards home, fouled off. Communication has been key for Coach Cooper in the early year. Still getting to know the team are the Kettleers and the new head coach. And with that, 2 new additions to the lineup tonight. Not in the starting lineup, but recently being added to the roster. As that one misses low. Taransky will take his free pass. Walk moves runners to first and second with nobody out in the bottom of the first.
Definitely a change of pace here in the first inning. Feels like the Cats really used that first stretch of time to figure out what the pitching style is going to be like. And we see a lot of quick strikeouts or a lot of pop-ups from here or there. And Cotuit really taking advantage of a new offensive strategy.
Aguayo led things off. He reached on an error. And Taransky off first following his walk. First pitch to Park. Line up the middle through the infield of Comiskey. Aguayo was caught up, had to freeze on the liner, and he'll stay at third base. But the bases are loaded for the cleanup man, Isaac Sturgis.
What a play. It had Aguayo fooled, trying to run all the way over to third, having to take a second to get back. They thought Comiskey had the ball in his glove. It tilted just a little bit over the top of that, and a great play to set things off here. Dawson Park looking for that first big hit. Was able to go all the way home in the first inning of the last game against Bourne. Since then has had a couple ground out situations, but what a way to set up what could be the first run of this game.
All Sturgis has to do now is put the ball in play, you'd think. First pitch runs inside. Almost hit Sturgis. 1-0 count to the cleanup man. 3 for 21 through 10 games of the CCBL year. A 143 batting average with 1 RBI, but a chance for many more on the base pass. Clips the zone. Isaac Sturgis was 0 for 4 at Orleans last Sunday. 2 strikeouts, did have a sacrifice bunt. 1-1 pitch. Lashed the other way, foul and out of play.
Well, that situation for Dawson Park, in my opinion, great time to take the first swing on the first pitch that you see. You've got no outs on the board, 2 runners on already, and I think they're starting to figure out when that situation seems to work, but you got to get those guys on first to get things like that going.
Sturgis chokes up the pitch. Laid off a breaking ball in the dirt. Outfield position pretty standard. From left to right, Heinrich, Kelly, and Terrell. Bases juiced in the bottom of the first. The 2-2 home. Swung on and missed. Sturgis went chasing on an upstairs fastball at 94 miles per hour. And the first strikeout and first out awarded to Haley.
I don't know when you wouldn't take that swing. Like we just mentioned, no outs on the board. Any sort of ball put in play scores 1. Take full advantage of it. Sturgis, in my mind, made the right play.
High fastball went chasing, just couldn't find the bat on the ball. Jace Lee with 1 out and the bases loaded next. Breaking ball right down the middle. Those two new additions to the lineup you'll see eventually. Will Plattner and Owen Pano. 0-1. Misses the zone low.
So Orleans has only seen 1 2/3 innings where the bases are loaded so far this season. They've got 4 hits that they've given up in those types of situations. The data is still pretty limited, just 11 games into the season, but a rare situation for them.
Big hack from Jace Lee. 94 on the outer half. Count moves in favor of Haley. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Park off first, Taransky off second, Aguayo off third. The 1-2. Breaking ball outside.
Pitching staff in bases loaded situations has given up about 3 walks so far. So a very short amount of time seeing these tight situations. It could favor the Kettleers right here.
2-2 now for Jace Lee. 2 RBIs on the year. Went chasing outside on a breaking ball. Filth from Haley, and now he's punched out back-to-back hitters, and for now has stranded the bases loaded.
So now this is probably where we'll see a little bit more of the conservative swinging. Got 2 outs on, and the Kettleers struggling so far this season with runners on bases situations. With that second out on the board, you have to be conscientious of the types of pitches that you'll see come down.
Tojano takes on the inside for strike 1. 250 batting average, 3 ribbies. Infield shifts over to the right side. Comiskey playing to the right of second base from our point of view. 0-1. Thought about it on the inside corner. Went back to the breaking ball. This time it ran too far inside for O. So Jonathan Gomez is playing in the shallow right field grass. The pitch. Chopped right into the shift. It'll be right into the glove of Gomez onto first base. Scary stretch from Cadiz at first. But stranding the bases loaded is Jacob Haley. Ground out to the second baseman, caps things off. No runs despite the bases being loaded. 0-0 the score heading to the top of the second inning at Lowell Park.
Cape and Coast Bank has been supporting Cape Cod families since 1921. Just like the Kettleers, they believe in teamwork, commitment, and community. Whether you're planning your next big move or need smart business advice, Cape and Coast Bank is there to help. Find out more by visiting capeandcoastbank.com or at their nearby location off Falmouth Road in Marston's Mills.
Proudly serving Cape Cod, Plymouth, and the South Shore since 1927, Paul J. Cazault & Sons are here to solve your roofing, siding, or gutter needs. They also offer window replacement, rotten trim repair, deck resurfacing, and many other exterior improvements. Get in touch with the experts at Cazault Roofing and Siding by calling 508-428-1177 or head to their website at cazault.com. That's CAZEAULT.com.
Hey Cotuit fans, this is Dayton Murphy, shortstop from Purdue. This is your home for Kettleers baseball all summer long. Catch all the action from Lowell Park and on the road right here on the Cape League TV.
'79th season at Lowell Park, the first for that guy right there. Head coach Rob Cooper looking for the first win against the Orleans Firebirds in almost 2 years. The Kets were 0-3-1 the last season against Orleans. This year already 0-1. A heartbreaker at Orleans, Eldredge Park, this previous Sunday. Big stretch of baseball coming up for the Kets and the CCBL as Jonathan Edelman takes back to the mound for the top of the second inning. 0-0 score. Threatening were the Kets, but unable to plate a run.
Jonathan Edelman facing the first batter in this lineup. Mind you, Rowan Kelly being brand new to this lineup, so he doesn't have the home run status to him, but Elijah Ikes has 2 RBI, 3 for 18, but has yet to find anything going yard. Edelman really good on holding batters home runless.
Hasn't given up one on the year. Chopped up the middle will be a tough play for Park on the run. He'll scoop fire. Good start to the top of the second. Park makes it look easy for the first out. One pitch, one out for Jonathan Edelman.
Park was sitting really towards the right side of the bag, taking full advantage, and he stayed with it the entire time. That shuffle play got him in a position where it was a tight throw, but full confidence that was going to the glove of Turansky in time.
Tyler Myatt up next. 2 for 4 on Wednesday against Hyannis. A double, a run, a walk on a mini 2-game hit streak. Last time he didn't have a hit was against this Cotuit squad. He was 0 for 4 with a walk and a run. 0-1 from Edelman. Chopped again, this time to Coy on the right side of the infield. Easy play for out 2.
Cotuit sitting with 92 groundouts coming into this game. This pitching staff really knows how to work those types of infield plays. Very rarely does the outfield actually have to move for anything, but it's a good, strong infield. The shortstops and the second baseman really taking full advantage of any play they can make. We've seen third baseman J.J. Moran throw himself all the way to the left side, so this team knows how to work around groundouts.
There's been some issues with the errors, but yes, you're right, Brooke. In general, that's been a big strong suit of the pitching staff. A lot of sinkers, a lot of cutters, finding the zone. Because here's one of the other new guys for Orleans, Jonathan Gomez. First game as a Firebird on the Cape. 0-1 home, outside.
Yeah, Jonathan Gomez coming from Fairleigh Dickinson University. He was in the 2026 Brooks Wallace Award-winning or semifinalist alongside Noah Coy. So 2 guys who can really work that infield.
That is a tall reward. Best shortstop in college baseball. Not easy to come by. Turansky will play even with the bag. About 15 or so feet off the bag. Infield plays normal. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Edelman looking for 6 up, 6 down. It'll be lashed into right field. Lee finds it on the run. Edelman finds his 6 up, 6 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Bottom of the second coming up shortly right here on Cape League TV. Want to give your kids an experience they'll never forget? That's what our Kettleers clinics are all about. Kids ages 6 to 18 will have the opportunity to learn the fundamentals of baseball and the importance of sportsmanship from some of the top college baseball players in the country. Youth baseball clinics begin the week of June 22nd and end the week of July 20th, and sessions are held from 9 to 11:30 each day. The advanced baseball clinics run from July 27th to the 31st. Head to the Kettleers website for more information.
The Kettleers welcome ZoomInfo.com as a premier sponsor for the 2026 season. Smart businesses use ZoomInfo. It leverages data to unlock useful insights, and it allows you to know who to reach out to and how to reach them so you can grow your business. Unlock insights, engage customers, and win faster with ZoomInfo.
The ready Jacob Haley heads back out to the bump. Had a scare of a first inning. Gave up 1 hit, 1 error, walked 1. Bases were loaded with nobody out. And Cotuit unable to put across a run. Stranding 3 on base. Haley heads back out, the righty out of South Alabama. He'll face J.J. Moran to start off the bottom of the second. It's been awfully cloudy recently, Brooke.
Talk about that gorgeous day we had yesterday. It seems to be off days are spectacular, and then Lowell Park gets all the cloud cover on game days.
First pitch swinging for Moran, tipping it into the glove of McDougal. Off days have had some sunshine. You're right on that. 0-1 pitch. Takes outside. Infield shifted again. Kelly Nicholson is known for having heavy metrics in his system, the head coach for Orleans. He's put on 2 shifts already. Last inning it played off well for the Orleans defense. Check swing from Moran. He did not go around, says first base umpire Brendan Murphy. 2-1. JJ's a guy who had a single at Bourne and has hit a couple balls very hard into the outfield. Hasn't really gotten rewarded. Hit one to the warning track against Brewster the other night.
But he had the RBI in that Bourne game and really setting up what pushed it to that 10-inning stretch. Had a rough start to the season, handful of errors at the third base side, just getting acclimated to the new form of play, and since then he's been a consistent force in this lineup.
For those of you who missed that 10-inning thriller, that was a game at Durand Park. Back and forth, Cats had an early lead, Braves answered, Cats answered right back. Went all the way to the bottom of the 10th, down to the last out was Bourne. CCBL only plays 10 innings in the regular season, so that was the extent of the extras. As Moran frozen on the outside corner for strike 3. Strikeout 3 for Jacob Haley.
It's been good to start so far. Some pitchers coming out of their relieving style of things might give up a couple of those key plays, but it's the ability to bounce back and fight your way out of a bases loaded situation. Very Edelman style, I should say.
He depended on the strikeout a ton this season at South Alabama. As Coy takes one low, didn't go around. He threw 14 2/3 innings, and he struck out 20 batters. It's good for a 12.3 strikeout to 9 ratio. Clips the outside corner. It's been 93 to 94 on the radar gun out in left center field. The electronic scoreboard at Lowell Park. It's got to be one of the best things at Lowell.
It's always nice to be able to read what different things on the boards are.
Coy thought about the sinker laid off. Count runs 2-1. To the 8-hitter in the Cats lineup, Brady Chrisman follows him. And Aiden Aguayo, if the Cats are able to put one on. Off the end of the bat, a number down the third baseline will be a tough play for Ike, as he'll just pick it up and put it in his back pocket. Smart decision with a speedy runner, Coy. Right spot off the end of the bat. Infield hit with 1 out.
Take advantage of it. It had kind of that bunt flair to it. Just dying almost immediately towards the left side. Maybe the motorcycles hit that end and able to boost the Cats over to that single. Yeah, Ike is just making the smart decision there to not attempt any sort of thing at first.
One thing I've noticed of the early season as Brady Chrisman steps up to the plate is the spin that the baseball has off the wood bat. It's different than metal by far and away. I think a lot more predictable rolls when you play with the metal bat, which these guys have all collegiate season. And now coming to the cave, that one was off the end of the bat. Chrisman chops one to the shortstop, and it'll eat up Comiskey. He'll have to sit on this one. The second blunder of the game for the Firebirds shortstop, and runners will be on first and second.
It feels like what is typically the downfall of the Kettleers defense, the infield bouncing, things back and forth, not falling in the glove the way that the infielders expect, has turned into a positive for the Cats on the offensive side. That's 2 that we've seen bounce out of gloves of Orleans Firebirds, and really advantageous here. Got 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position. That's back-to-back innings with someone sitting on second. The Cats looking to survive yet another 1-2-3. That just can't happen.
Back to the top of the lineup for Aiden Aguayo. Squares around a bunt. He'll lay it down the first baseline. Popping out of the squad is McDougall, who'll make the easy play to first base. Runners advance to second and third.
Aguayo's still looking for that first hit. He had the reach on an error the first inning, and this one, a nice little sac play to set up the runner on third. You're going 0 for 8 at this point, but a really productive outing today, in my opinion.
Well, that feels like a team play, and from what you've seen from Aiden Aguayo so far, such a vibrant guy in the dugout. He feels like he has that energy to him to be able to bring a spark to the ball club. Makes a team play right there. Can it pay off for the Kets? Duransky squares around now with 2 outs and can't pull that one back. It's an interesting decision from Turansky. That would have been a suicide squeeze. Ike's was far pulled off the line. Saw Turansky in the top of the 10th, unable to get down a bunt on Wednesday. He'll face no one, lays it down again and misses it down the left field line.
We heard a little bit about from Landon Beaver, just kind of the types of swings you're going to take in the different situations. And the bunt, the move with 2 runners on, yes, understandable, but they whipped that out against Bourne just a couple of times here and there. Michelle for the Bourne Braves, also Garrett Michelle, had the advantageous sac bunt there.
Now behind 0-2, and Haley blows it by him with the fastball, and he's pumped up on the back of the mound. Working out of another jam. Strikeout 4 for Jacob Haley, and he works out of runners on second and third this time. 5 runners left on base for the Kettleers. It's the 4th strikeout. No runs come across again for the Keds. 1 hit on the inning. So the Noah Coy number off the end of the bat. 1 error and 2 left on base. 0-0 still the score. It's right into the top of the 3rd. Edelman will take back to the hill. Special night at Lowell Park as fans fill the bleachers. Pretty solid attendance for a Friday night. Orleans with a good showing as well. Part of that special night is a tribute, and our very own Carson Mercier has more fieldside.
You said it. Tonight's game honors a whole lot more than baseball. A great Cape Cod tradition that stretches beyond the foul lines at Lowell Park. It's called Big Nick's Ride for the Fallen. And about 30 minutes before first pitch, we got a sneak preview of what's to come later in the summer on Cape Cod. The event was created in memory of Yarmouth native and Marine Corporal Nicholas Exarios, who was killed in action in Afghanistan in 2009. Since then, his family turned that loss into a mission to give back, organizing an annual ride that brings together more than 1,000 motorcycles, bicycles, Jeeps, and Gold Star families to honor the military members from Cape Cod who made the ultimate sacrifice. This year's 17th annual ride takes place on Sunday, July 19th, beginning at 9 a.m. from the Barnstaple's Sheriff Office, before making its way across the Cape. Today, we saw just a few of those motorcycles take a lap around Lowell as an early tribute. Every dollar stays right here on Cape Cod community through Nicholas G. Exarios Memorial Foundation. It's a special tradition that continues to honor the memory of Nick and the 16 fallen service members from Cape Cod, and this community takes great pride in it because of the brave men and women who have served and those who continue to serve. We have the freedom to enjoy nights like this at the ballpark. We want to thank all of our active duty service members, veterans, and their families for their sacrifice and service. Guys, back to you.
On the bird's eye view here, but the hats of the Kettleers tonight have a American flag within the yellow print on the C in Cotuit. Nice play by Turansky down the first base line, and quickly again Edelman has gone 7 up, 7 down.
Maybe fueled by cool American hat style-esque that he's wearing right now, but Edelman detrimental to most batters that he faces this past season, and 7 up, 7 down. It feels like this is never ending, and only 1 strikeout in all of the batters that he's faced today. It's really working.
He had 3 in his first outing and 6 his last one. Only 1 tonight, but he's gotten 7 straight outs to the 8-hitter Ryan McDougall. Pitch way up. Well, obviously July 4th. will be right here at Lowell Park.
Yes, it will.
250th anniversary of the country on the Cape. What could be better? What's special about the 4th year? You've experienced it before, Brooke.
Well, take things to start off here, the parade. There's so many fun activities come with the parade. The interns are there, of course, too. We walk with the team, but everyone's there to see the team. They'll be on a giant bus type thing and throwing candy to kids and just getting the 4th of July activities set.
I can't imagine Jonathan Edelman on a float of some kind.
With that 6'7" height.
That would be
the
crazy.
The 6'8" release, too. Might be watching your heads.
Yeah.
Your parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't want to lose.
I'm not sure if there's a float that could fit him.
Don't want to lose a kid to an almond joy to the head.
2-2 count to McDougall. He'll take on the corner for strike 3. There's a punch out for you, Brooke. Second of the day for Edelman. Both have been looking. 8 up, 8 down.
Hey, we'll take advantage of anything we can get. Edelman, absolutely deadly on those last pitches, too. He's been really great. He was down 2-0 to start that batter against McDougall and forcing his way back to the reverse count. So calm and composed. He really just emphasizes that pitch-by-pitch mentality.
To the 9-hitter, Rainer Heinrich. Edelman's first pitch, dropped in the zone. Strike 1.
We're talking a little bit about it during the break, but I'd say about 80% of the first pitches that he throws are strikes in today's game. It's just a consistent across the board.
It's not about, it is. It's 8 out of the 9 hitters he's faced so far.
Oh, I guess I'm good at math. We'll take it.
Heinrich, last appearance was against Cotuit at Eldredge Park. 0 for 2 day, a walk. 1-1 count with 2 outs in the top of the 3rd at Lowell Park. Edelman's pitch misses low.
Forgot to mention the best part of 4th of July. We have festivities at Lowell Park. Inflatables, can take advantage of whatever you want. Face painting, the players get really into it. The slip and slide is there for you too, Liam. So don't worry.
I am ready for that. I am ready for that. Lashed out into right center field, and that should be the first hit of the day for Orleans. Cutting it off is Sturgis, keeping Heinrich at first base. 2 out single for the 9 spot in the Orleans lineup.
It's 1 for 17 going in today, just below 100 batting average. He has the 2 RBI to his name, but really relying on that walk to strikeout ratio. He had 2 going into this game. Nice pump all the way out towards the middle of the center and right field line. Curious if changes are going to be made in terms of the positioning. If Isaac Sturgis pulled just to the left of the 397, Jace Lee really holding on to that middle spot in between the 2 zones.
That is just the 3rd hit allowed on the year by Jonathan Edelman. It's a single into right field with 2 outs. Top of the lineup, Rowan Kelly misses outside. Kelly is one of the more dangerous hitters on the Cape, arriving just on Wednesday for the first game against Hyannis that he faced off in. Big West All-Conference first team out of UC Santa Barbara. Batted .342 with 6 homers and 52 ribbies. Heinrich off first, taking a couple shuffles. He'll stay put. Pitch outside and high.
First 3-0 situation for Edelman on the day.
Edelman's 3-0. Get you over, breaking ball. Count moves 3-1. Edelman this year at Bucknell was not much of a reliever, mostly a starter. He started in 5 out of his 6 appearances through 27 innings pitched, 3.00 ERA. You mentioned the injury he dealt with, but coming back strong. 26 punch-outs. Shuffling off first base is Heinrich. 3-1 home. Finds his zone.
And how quick the turns have tied. Tables have turned. Edelman fighting his way back into this count here. He's got 2 outs on the board. It's the payoff pitch here for him.
He's in a 3-0, now to 3-2. Heinrich will get a head start on the pitch. Edelman's delivery. Crushed to right field, but right at Jace Lee. Good positioning for the right fielder out of Notre Dame to squeeze the 3rd out. Working around a 2-out single is Jonathan Edelman. As 0-0 remains the score at Lowell Park, heading to the bottom of the 3rd on Cape League TV.
Aubin Equipment has been providing service to commercial landscapers in the Cape Cod area for more than a decade. They're staffed with experts and professionals who will provide you with personal service for all your equipment needs. Aubin Equipment is the exclusive sales and service dealer for Walker mowers on Cape Cod, and we're named the top dealer in Walker equipment 3 years in a row. Find Aubin Equipment online at aubinequipment.com or stop by Monday through Friday at their location in South Dennis.
Cape and Coast Bank has been supporting Cape Cod families since 1921. Just like the Kettleers, they believe in teamwork, commitment, and community. Whether you're planning your next big move or need smart business advice, Cape and Coast Bank is there to help. Find out more by visiting capeandcoastbank.com or at their nearby location off Falmouth Road in Marston's Mills.
Cats fans, this is Hogan Denny, catcher from Indiana University, and we're grateful for all your support this summer. Let's get back to the best ballpark on Cape League TV.
Bottom 3 at Lowell Park. Cats offense has been threatening. Haven't scored one yet. 0-0 ball game. And back out to the hill. Still out there is Jacob Paley. He was pumped up to end the last inning. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, stranded them. Went behind the mound, pumped his fist, yelled. It's not some passion you see out of the Cape League often, but I enjoyed it.
Take full advantage of it, being able to strike out guys like Jace Lee out of Notre Dame, Ryan Taransky, the big hitter out of Cincinnati. I'd be fired up too.
He's got 4 punch outs on the day. Last time Park was up, it wasn't a punch out. It was a hard single up the middle. First pitch hacking and missing.
Well, and that single you mentioned was off the first pitch that he saw.
And it was on the fastball, so naturally, first pitch for Haley was a breaking ball in that situation. No shift on for Park. Sprayed up the middle. His last time up, doubling up on the breaking ball, finds his zone. Jacob Haley hadn't started since last summer, but he's gone 2 scoreless against Cotuit upstairs on an 0-2. Firebirds pitching staff has started to kind of find its rhythm. They allowed 32 runs in the first 5 games of the year, and since suffered just 19 in the last 5 contests.
It's been a crazy change of pace for them too, and the starter and last time these two met, LJ Cormier struck out 6 guys in only 3 innings of work.
Borderline take for Park. Full count. This will be the 43rd pitch of the outing for Haley. Kicks and deals off the end of the bat, a number to Comiskey at short. On the run, receives and makes the play. He's already got 2 errors today, made that one look clean. Isaac Sturgis next. Recently announced he's heading to Wake Forest.
Go be a Demon Deacon. It's always a fun one to say.
Program that's had a lot of change, but coming from Michigan State. Isaac Sturgis heads to the Demon Deacons.
And a tough ACC conference, too. It's always a battle, those teams out there.
It's a stacked one.
Always sad Syracuse doesn't have anything to show for in having a team.
Pretty wild. No baseball team still.
Too cold, apparently. But Lemoyne has one. And they're only 5 minutes away.
Isaac Sturgis is listed as a two-way player on the Michigan State roster. Wonder if he'd have the chance to eat some innings on the mound this year. 1-1 runs inside. 2 balls, 1 strike to the cleanup man for Cotuit.
I mean, it couldn't hurt. Maybe one of those days you'll have a flip score and you'll be ahead 17-2. Throw some guys out there just for fun.
Those are always my favorite appearances. Position players in the MLB getting in. 2-1 to Sturgis. Number off the end of the bat to the third baseman, Iquez. Tough play. Can't make it in time. Another infield single in the direction of Elijah Iquez. And 2 that couldn't really do anything about.
Noah Coy had the last one just a couple batters ago, and the second to set up those 2 runners on. Coy made it all the way to third base after that appearance, and this time Iquez really trying to make the run. It was close, tight play over there, but Brendan Murphy on the first base umpiring side, confident in that call.
Jace Lee struck out swinging his last time up. Runner on first with 1 out. Back to first base moves Haley. Another thing to note about today for Orleans, they do not have Cale Strickland behind the dish. He's getting the night off, which means Ryan McDougall is behind the plate, and Strickland currently leads the CCBL in runners caught stealing. Maybe the chance to jump on that for Sturgis at first base as Lee takes outside.
Sturgis still looking for his first stolen base of the season.
As are most Kettleers.
Fair point. I'll give you that one. Cotuit also struggles with catching runners stealing on the other end of things.
Lee's 1-0, Sturgis dancing off the bag. Takes on the corner for a strike. The top-ranked outfielder in the state of Indiana, Jace Lee. Local guy. Grew up about 2 miles away from the Notre Dame campus. Sturgis takes off on the 1-1. Throw down for McDougall will be high and tardy. Second stolen base. There you go, Brooke, right on cue.
Without fail, every time we mention something, swear it happens. There you go, Isaac Sturgis on base against one of the top teams against one of the top backstops you can field at the moment in time. And Cotuit's being really aggressive today with these stolen bases. Aiden Aguayo just a couple innings ago really taking advantage, and guys getting there first.
Sturgis dancing off the bag again. Clips the corner for strike 2. Even at 2-2. Neither of these teams known for stealing bases this year. The 2 bottom teams of the CCBL. Orleans has 11. After that one, Cotuit will have 9. Big cut, big miss. 5th strikeout of the day for Jacob Haley.
Putting up those stacked strikeout numbers for the Orleans roster. Been really consistent, and the turnaround that they've had just the past couple of games has been insane for them. You mentioned the pitching stat earlier. Coming into this past week, they were really struggling with the home run offensive side of things. Now they have 6. Take full advantage of any offensive swing.
Sojourn swinging at the first pitch, right into the shift again. Playing it on 2 hops is Gomez. In time to get 0 at first. Another runner in scoring position, but nothing to show for it on the electronic scoreboard in left center field. Nothing ball game. Top of the 4th coming at you soon on Cape League TV. The Kettleers welcome ZoomInfo.com as a premium sponsor for the 2026 season. Smart businesses use ZoomInfo. It leverages data to unlock useful insights, and it allows you to know who to reach out to and how to reach them so you can grow your business. Unlock insights, engage customers, and win faster with ZoomInfo.
Proudly serving Cape Cod, Plymouth, and the South Shore since 1927, Paul J. Cazalt & Sons are here to solve your roofing, siding, and gutter needs. They also offer window replacement, rotten trim repair, deck resurfacing, and many other exterior improvements. Get in touch with the experts at Cazalt Roofing and Siding by calling 508-428-1177 or head to their website at cazalt.com, spelled CAZEAULT.com.
Hey Cats fans, this is outfielder Isaac Sturgis. You're listening to the Kettleers Baseball on Cape Cod League TV.
The ace for the Cats back out on the hill. 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. 34 pitches thrown for Jonathan Edelman, and he's been excellent today in a 0-0 ball game, top of the 4th. Finding yourself on Cape League TV at Lowell Park. Edelman's been efficient in the early going.
Efficient pitch-by-pitch mentality has served him well, and just looking at the box score, you would have no idea he's only thrown 2 strikeouts today. Holding that 6 over YD and then coming in for relief against Chatham. The 3 strikeouts there, too. He's been really forcing those ground-out situations, and like we mentioned a little bit earlier in the game, Cotuit really holding on to a high ground-out percentage.
He's got the heart of the Orleans lineup. Dominic Cadiz, Bub Terrell, and Elijah Iquez. First pitch to Cadiz, off the glove of O. Cadiz was 1 for 3 against Cotuit on Sunday. Hit by a pitch, walked once. That was a game defined by hit by pitches. Right back where it came from. Second single of the day for Orleans off the bat of Dominic Cadiz.
It's the first situation we've seen Edelman really come down in the pitch count to start things off, throwing the first ball off the glove of O, and then a hit coming directly after it. Last hit he had was a 2-1 count to start things off against Rainer Heinrich.
He's thrown 8 first pitch strikes today. Now he's got the ever-dangerous Bub Terrell. Cadiz on first. First pitch to Terrell, taken low. O keeps it in front of him. Terrell had a great sophomore year at Auburn. 290 batting average, 16 home runs. 1-0 pitch, club to right field. If it's fair, it's way gone. It is foul. Oh boy.
Felt like what we saw at BP, getting ready to film our pregame show, and every time he turned around to look at the pitch he was facing, off of his pitching coach, it was practically gone.
He had one of the top offensive performances on the Cape on Wednesday. 2 home runs, 4 RBIs for Orleans. Almost got his 3rd on the early year. Edelman works back, finds the zone. That's just a long strike, Brooke. No worries for Jonathan Edelman.
Not at all. A guy who hasn't given up a home run in, say, about 90 or so innings.
Cadiz leads off first. The 1-2 home. Chop to the first baseman, but off the foot of Terrell. Two teams cross division, Orleans in the east and Cotuit in the west. Both towards the bottom of the standings, but a little more evened out in the West Division. Bourne at the top 4, 3-3. Falmouth next 5-4-1. Hyannis behind Falmouth 4-6. And then the Cats fall in 4th at 3-6-1. Terrell takes 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3 ties for Bourne. They were on the verge of the 4th on Wednesday. If one more out could have been made for Cotuit. 2-2 pitch. Went chasing in the dirt. What a work back from Jonathan Edelman. Got one of the best hitters on the Cape, Bub Terrell, swinging at a slider.
And it's really that goldfish memory type approach and not getting too crazy with it. It's really reliant on those pitches that we mentioned a little bit earlier in the broadcast, the cutter, four-seam fastball, just really utilizing them at the correct moments. And like you said, working back in the count. It's the second time we've seen it so far in the past 2 innings. It's really just diligent about the way he approaches the ball.
Elijah Ike stands in. Grounded out to the shortstop Park. Edelman works back to first base. Cadiz did not have a stolen base this year at UCLA. Might not be a threat for Sojano behind the dish. Runs inside. Ball 2, 2-0. So 3 bench guys not in the lineup. Hunter Warren, Landon Beaver, Jesse DiMaggio. 3 of the hottest bats in the Cotuit lineup getting a night off. Missing inside again is Edelman. Ike is 3 for 18 on the summer, make it 3 for 19 following his last at-bat in a favorable count. Pitch, chopped down the third baseline. Third base coach Ryan Hannigan almost made a nice play on that one.
Glory day situation there. Well, and right now, Edelman has 44 pitches thrown, 28 of them are strikes, 63 strike percentage in today's game.
2-1 out pitch. Dropped in a breaking ball just above the zone. 3-1. Tyler Myatt on deck. 2 hits for Orleans, 3 for Cotuit. Edelman works home. Fisted off the end of the bat and up above the press box behind home plate. Ike is out of Hawaii. Hit .305 this junior year at Hawaii. Second season in a row, he hit over 300. Full count for Ike's. Middle infield playing at normal depth, closer to the bag. Moran hugging the third baseline. Full count pitch. Laced the other way into right center field. Will be a tough play for Lee, but it falls foul.
Big run from him. He's been really kept to the inner of the right field side over there and having to make full sprint effort, coming flying off there. That's a guy that you really want to chase every foul ball as best as you can. He might not get another opportunity against Ike's. Hawaii Gatorade Player of the Year back in high school. 536 runs.
Notorious for baseball in Hawaii. It's been a real development there. Edelman will do over the full count with 1 out and a runner on first. Runner will take off from first base, and fighting it off again is Ike's.
Action on the right side. Action on the right side. Really working the count here. Edelman, this is probably the biggest fight that he's seen all day. Most amount of pitches thrown for just 1 batter.
The 51st pitch of Edelman's outing on the way. Cut on and fouled off again. 8 pitch at bat working for Elijah Iquez.
His last time up, grounded out into the shortstop, first baseman, 6-3 play. Now he's forcing 9 pitches come his way. Definitely a turnaround from inning to inning.
The ground out to the shortstop would end the inning most likely for Edelman. back to first base. Good check on by Edelman. Ryan Taransky at first base again. Played it really nicely. His last appearance at the first base bag against Hyannis. The full count pitch. Runner takes off. Chopped down the third baseline. Foul. What a battle. 9 pitches. Fouled off the last 4.
Effort to stay alive. You got to give him his credit where it's due. Edelman coming in today's game, 89 pitches thrown so far on the 2 appearances that he had. He's got 52 just in this game, and we're only in the 4th.
Through 4 innings against YD, his most on the early season. Full count pitch. Swung on and missed. Struck him out, throw him out opportunity. Throw runs to the left side of Coy. And now they might call the runner out for interference at the plate from Iquez. Yes, they will. Elijah Iquez struck out after a 10-pitch battle and moved into the way of Sojun Oh. Strike him out, throw him out complete. And now the manager out on the field for Orleans, Kelly Nicholson, will stay here as they figure that out. But Orleans will take the field. If the call stands, it's 0-0 heading to the bottom of the 4th. Be right back on Cape League TV.
A Generac generator from Mercier delivers more than reliable backup power. It delivers peace of mind. Peace of mind that comes from knowing our expert technicians, knowledgeable staff, and emergency service team are here when you need us most. As one of New England's leading Generac generator dealers, RCA provides a 10-year warranty and regular maintenance services to ensure your home stays protected. RCA, powering your peace of mind.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Bottom of the 4th at Lowell Park. Sun beginning to shine over the gray skies that lined the field to start today. To review the previous double play of the last inning, the last half for the Kets, it was a strike him out, throw him out chance for Sojun Oh behind the dish, and Edelman completed the strikeout. The throw down to second base was ruled runner obstruction. Moran goes the other way with a single into right field to start off the bottom of the 4th.
Quick play, quick approach to start the 3rd inning. Dawson Park worked all the way to the full count, and after that, guys really taking 3 to 4 pitches to get things going. Isaac Sturgis was able to reach on a single after 4 pitches of play. J.J. Moran changing the narrative here a little bit and using that first pitch approach that we've seen out of these Kettleers to start a lot of these games.
But that seems to be such a needed improvement for the Cats, as first pitch swinging is Noah Coy. Haley's already at 56 pitches. There is an arm going in the Firebirds bullpen, and that's a result of those long at-bats. Ran off first. Coy in the batter's box. Singled his last time up on the infield. Went chasing on an upstairs fastball. Down 0-2. Takes upstairs. 1-2. Moran was swinging on the first pitch. So back to the last half to finish that off. It was a batter's interference. So they ruled that Elijah Iquez stepped in front of the path of Sojun Oh making him unable to throw the ball to second base accurately. That's cause for the runner at second to be out. Double play to get Edelman out of the inning after a 10-pitch at-bat from Elijah Iquez.
He really worked that one. But, yeah, the step in front of O, we watched that ball thrown on over to Noah Coy at the second base side really take a high arch rather than kind of the straight across that you would expect out of him.
Coy fights one off down the left field line. It falls fair. Defensive swing from Noah Coy. It works. Sneaks over the third baseman Elijah Ike's head. Back-to-back hits for the Cats. Runners on first and second and nobody out.
2 big swings for Noah Coy to start his at-bat of the day, but able to work himself back into the count, and patience is rewarded in that situation. It's the first time since the first and second inning that multiple runners have been on. Back in the third, it was just Isaac Sturgis before the strikeout and the ground out on the 4-3 play. Put the Cats away, but another scoring position situation.
Chrisman will square around a bunt, pulls it back. That's expected out of the 9-hitter. Move the runners to second and third. Chrisman did lay down a sacrifice bunt on Wednesday. Ended up plating 2 runs. Haley works towards home. Chrisman squares, pulls back again. 2 balls straight. Now you got to think of whether or not Coach Cooper will put on the take sign for Brady Chrisman. Two straight for Haley. He'll head home again, and big cut and whiff for Chrisman. That wasn't the take sign or the bunt sign. Swinging away was Chrisman.
Take full advantage of a 2-0 count. Carson talked with Landon Beaver a little bit about it before the game. He'll take all the swings you want when you're up 2-0, but it's the 0-2 that you have to worry about.
Now Chrisman squares again and can't get it down. Second Ket of the day to square around for a bunt and foul it off. Now in a 2-2 count, got to expect that the bunt sign will be off for Brady Chrisman. Runners lead off first and second. Coy and Moran. Speed on the base pass for the Cats. Brady Chrisman, a guy looking to break out in a Cotuit uniform. Had such a good year at Georgia Southern. Committed to Mississippi State. Now we'll take on the outside corner, strike 3. 6 punchy for Jacob Paley. And he's found 4 of them in a time he really needs it.
It's been crucial in these big plays. You got 3 bases loaded situations to start this game off. Doesn't falter at any point during that. You've got 2 runners on now. Not the same extreme as having the bases juiced, but got 1 in scoring position, 1 out on the board. Got to do anything to get a double play here.
First pitch to Aguayo, taken on the corner for strike 1. 5 of the 6 strikeouts today for Jacob Haley have been with a runner in scoring position. Back in the first, bases loaded, punched out 2 in a row. Just had 1. Now he's got Aguayo, 0-1. Blasted out into center field. Chasing over is Kelly. Moran was late to tag. He'll have to move back to the bag, and he can't advance. Runners stay put on first and second, and 2 down.
Aguayo was able to reach back in the first inning off an error. Coming out of the third base side, and Zach bunted to help try and advance runners, and this time taking the big hack. Still looking for his first hit on the season. Runners really had to trot back to their respective bases and get the play back down towards the infield, and Noah Coy still trotting back to first.
Taransky, first pitch swinging high in the air to right field. Terrell calls off his center fielder. Kelly circles and finds the 3rd out. Jacob Haley has worked through some trouble today. 5 hits on the board for Cotuit, but they've got no runs to show for their efforts at the plate. 2 hits, no runs, 2 left on base, no errors. Nothing ball game, top of the 5th, with Jonathan Edelman back out on the hill, coming at you shortly on Cape League TV.
Aubin Equipment has been providing service to commercial landscapers in the Cape Cod area for more than a decade. They're staffed with experts and professionals who will provide you with personal service for all your equipment needs. Aubin Equipment is the exclusive sales and service dealer for Walker mowers on Cape Cod, and we're named the top dealer in Walker Equipment 3 years in a row. Find Aubin Equipment online at aubinequipment.com or stop by Monday through Friday at their location in South Dennis.
Cape and Coast Bank has been supporting Cape Cod families since 1921. Just like the Kettleers, they believe in teamwork, commitment, and community. Whether you're planning your next big move or need smart business advice, Cape and Coast Bank is there to help. Find out more by visiting capeandcoastbank.com or at their nearby location off Falmouth Road in Marston's Mills.
Cats fans, this is Hogan Denny, catcher from Indiana University, and we're grateful for all your support this summer. Let's get back to the best ballpark on Cape League TV.
The question of whether Jonathan Edelman would head back out to the mound is answered. Number 52 is back out there in a 0-0 ball game. Pitchers duel heading to the top of the 5th at Lowell Park, and a big part of that has been due to Jonathan Edelman's efforts. The right-hander with already his career high in pitches on the Cape, 53 of them today, 36 strikes, 4 innings pitched, just 2 hits allowed, no runs, and 4 strikeouts. Continues to work into the top of the 5th inning. And he's got Tyler Myatt, Jonathan Gomez, and Casey Comiskey. Taken low, first pitch to Myatt. Myatt hitting .343. He's got 3 long balls on the season. One pitch to Myatt. Taken outside for a ball.
Well, and with this inning, he already is getting ready to surpass his total from last season as a closer for Cotuit. Saw 1 1/3 innings pitched. Stats are already better.
Fouls it off the face mask of O. You saw Coach Nicholson out there to cap off last time Orleans was due up. He's the longest tenured Orleans skipper in the modern era. 24th summer on the Cape, 20th as manager. Breaking ball freezes Myatt. Strike 3, strikeout 5 for Jonathan Edelman.
Already ties his performance against YD just about a week ago. Phenomenal start. Get things off, giving the ball in that situation, and then forcing it down to a 2-3.
Filthiness. Backdoor breaking ball. Edelman's got Gomez, first game as a Firebird. Pulls that one to the backstop. Gomez out of Farley Dickinson. Taransky and Moran playing even with the bags. 1-0 pitch. Tapped off the end of the bat to the backstop.
Gomez just last season broke the single season run record, 75 in just 49 games for the Knights.
That's pretty good.
I'd say so.
75 runs in 49 games.
Yeah. Give him a tip of that.
1-1 to Gomez. Takes outside and low. Oh, had to fish it out of the dirt. Solid attendance at Lowell Park. Filled crowd on a Friday night. Edelman misses again on the inside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. By my understanding, Brooke, there's still not everyone on the Cape currently, right? Everyone's still making their way up from wherever they work for the summer, etc.
They really take their time getting up here, but 4th of July is kind of that solidified start date.
Free pass awarded for Jonathan Gomez. First time he'll reach as a Firebird on a 5-pitch walk. Chase Vandermeed in the Kets bullpen, getting loose, drinking some water, ready to go. But for now, I was gonna say it looks like Jonathan Edelman's heading, but now Rob Cooper heads out to the hill to talk to his guy, and this might be the end of things for Edelman.
Well, last time we were at Orleans, Alex Soteropoulos having a similar situation where he was able, or trying his best to talk his way out of having to give up the baseball. Didn't work that time around. Edelman will do his best to plead his case here. See if there's a success rate for him.
Well, it seems like this time Edelman's kind of accepting his fate. What an appearance from number 52. Fans on their feet. Can close the book for Jonathan Edelman with a runner on first base. Went 4 1/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Chase Vandermeed heads out from the bullpen. We'll have you covered with the rest of the top of the 5th when we return on Cape League TV.
A Generac generator from Mercier delivers more than reliable backup power. It delivers peace of mind. Peace of mind that comes from knowing our expert technicians, knowledgeable staff, and emergency service team are here when you need us most. As one of New England's leading Generac generator dealers, RCA provides a 10-year warranty and regular maintenance services to ensure your home stays protected. RCA, powering your peace of mind.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
New arm enters the game for Cotuit. Chase Vandermeed with 1 out in the top of the 5th. The side armor at Notre Dame this year, but recently committed to Michigan State. But hard not to acknowledge Jonathan Edelman. 5 strikeouts tonight, 4 1/3 innings pitched. Let's take a look at some of them.
He was, like Liam has said probably a couple of times to describe him today, filthy. Just disgusting control of his mound. The pitchability in which he told us he wanted to work on in full force today. Started off the game at least 8 batters with a first strike. Tossed to them several times, and it was really that cutter, fastball and slider that he really held on to today, and that pitch-by-pitch mentality got the Kettleers out of a couple jam situations. Finished the day off strong. 5 strikeouts ties the total from YD just a couple days ago.
Now the run on first base, Jonathan Gomez, would be accounted to Edelman if Vandermeed is unable to keep this game scoreless. But for now, Jonathan Edelman has not allowed an earned run on the season through 3 appearances. That was the most pitches he'd thrown on the Cape and the most innings. What a start for Jonathan. Chase Vandermeed in the game. Mentioned it before we got into Edelman. The side armor recently committed to Michigan State, with Jonathan Gomez on first. Pulls that one glove side.
Yeah, one of the only submarine pitchers that we can really take a look at here on the Cape. A very unique style coming out of him, but just committed to Michigan State not too long ago, and following an outing, 23rd and two-third innings pitched, 2020 C for the Fighting Irish. Gave up 22 earned runs, walked 10, but had 31 strikeouts to his name on that season.
He relied on the strikeout a ton. Freshman season at Notre Dame, 44% of his outs were recorded on the strikeout. This year, 63% of his outs. Edelman taken out, Vandermeed in, finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Gomez was walked by Edelman He'll be on first base. Casey Comiskey in the box. Just one appearance for Vandermeed on the season. That's the 1-1. Finds this corner. Vandermeed went 1 1/3, 2 hits, 1 run given up, 2 walks. That was kind of the issue, and 2 strikeouts. Just about a 6.8 ERA. Back to first, checks Vandermeed. That's another thing to note right here is Gomez has decent wheels for Orleans, and Vandermeed does throw sidearm, so naturally a longer approach towards home plate will be tougher for Sojourneau to gun down a runner. The 1-2 from Chase. Tap down the first baseline, rolls foul. Kind of a tough sophomore year for Vandermeed. Just 9 innings pitched, 14 ERA, 16 hits, 14 runs. Hit the portal and headed for Michigan State. 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging on the corner. Chase Vandermeed enters the game and finds his first strikeout.
93 mile an hour off of his hands there. And last time we saw him against Hyannis, remember sitting up here and watching those first couple come out in the 92 to 93 range, and something you don't typically see out of a submarine pitch style. Like Liam said, it takes a lot longer to come out of the arm of them. Lose a little bit of velocity, but he's consistent on that end.
McDougal, the last hope as that one skirts by the glove of on to second base at least, heads Gomez. Wild pitch moves the first runner of the ball game into scoring position for Orleans.
Talk about that. Against Bourne, it took until the second inning, Luke Costello getting that hit by pitch to start things off from Tristan Hunter to be put in scoring position. Now we're in the 5th. Kett's defense really holding strong and forcing Orleans to make those adjustments needed.
1-0 following the wild pitch. Vandermeed can't find the zone. Dougal played in 1 game, 1 for 4, hence the 250 average. Vandermeed's delivery. Blew it by him with the fastball at 92. A big nod of the head from 46. He liked that one. It's pretty incredible watching this arm slot.
Don't see it too often. A lot of straight down the zone type of releases, and it's interesting to watch just how it can pick up to 92 and land correctly.
Tapped off the end of the bat, foul off the glove of Sojun. Count runs 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning. Runner on second, accounted for by Jonathan Edelman with a walk. Gomez leads off the bag. Vandermeed looks in for his sign and will step off.
Just remember growing up and watching Ryan Thompson step on the mound for the Diamondbacks, and you see the submarine for the first time and catches you off guard a little bit, but Vandermeed does an excellent job of making it connect, and don't know how the batters face it.
2-2, just barely shot out to the left side, foul. Well, it's not just the fact that he's sidearm. There are a handful of sidearm guys, of course, in the major leagues, but I don't know how many of those guys could say they throw 93 or 94 miles per hour. 2-2 from Chase. Crush to right field. Back sends Lee. He will look up and watch it fly. Orleans only had 2 hits on the day. This one leaves the yard. 2-0 Firebirds.
That was an absolute no-doubter. We're able to watch Orleans' BP and couldn't even tell you the number of guys who were taking full advantage of the field dimensions. And it's not that deep of a right side. 320 on that end. Lee, no chance to chase that one down.
Orleans now 3rd in the CCBO in home runs. That was their 7th of the season. First for McDougal. Let's take another look at that bomb off the bat of McDougal. Just crushed a slider right over the plate. McDougal sat back on it and put it over the right field fence. 366 feet, 95 exit velo. 0-1. Upstairs. It's unfortunate for Vandermeed, but also for Edelman. He went 4 1/3, hadn't allowed a run, an earned run all year, and that'll go down as one of his with the walk. 1-1 home. Clips the top of the zone. Vandermeed with a chance to get out of the top of the 5th after allowing the 2-run home run. 2 outs, 1 ball, 2 strike count. The pitch. Got him sorted on a awkward looking swing on the inner half. Second strikeout for Chase Vandermeed, but not before giving up a 2-run homer. First score of the day for either squad as Orleans takes a 2-0 lead. Now it's my pleasure to turn things over to our very own Brooke Killgore to take over on play-by-play for the rest of this one after a short break. The Kettleers welcome ZoomInfo.com as a premium sponsor for the 2026 season. Smart businesses use ZoomInfo. It leverages data to unlock useful insights, and it allows you to know who to reach out to and how to reach them so you can grow your business. Unlock insights, engage customers, and win faster with ZoomInfo.
Proudly serving Cape Cod, Plymouth, and the South Shore since 1927, Paul J. Cazalt & Sons are here to solve your roofing, siding, and gutter needs. They also offer window replacement, rotten trim repair, deck resurfacing, and many other exterior improvements. Get in touch with the experts at Cazalt Roofing and Siding by calling 508-428-1177 or head to their website at cazalt.com, spelled CAZEAULT.com.
Hey Cats fans, this is outfielder Isaac Sturgis. You're listening to the Kettleers Baseball on Cape Cod League TV.
Different change of pace entering the bottom of the 5th inning here at Lowell Park. The Orleans Firebirds holding on to a 2-0 lead after a go-ahead home run by Ryan McDougal. Sends him, Jonathan Gomez, in his first appearance as an Orleans Firebird, back home to take the lead on this one. Orleans call to the bullpen. Luca Alagaban, who saw time against the Cotuit Kettleers not too long ago, but so far this season has 3 games of work, a 0 ERA to keep things rolling for him. 2 2/3 innings of pitched. He's given up 4 hits, though. Seen at least 3 runs come through, but none of them earned. 4 strikeouts to his name. As he takes to the mound for the second time against these Cotuit Kettleers. Back on the 21st, saw 2/3 worth of an inning, gave up 1 hit, walked 1, but had 1 strikeout to his name. He'll face off against Dawson Park. Shortstop of today's game. The first one rifled over to to the outside of the zone. Park will survive with a 1-0 count to get things going. Park back in the third inning, grounding out to the shortstop. Not in time to make it past the first base side. Delivery once again on the outer part of the zone. 2-0 for Park. His last appearance, fought through to the 3-2. Was down in that one and able to bring himself back until the ground out. It's an impressive display of offensive prowess from him. 2-0 Orleans. Hits practically the same exact spot for a third time. That one coming in on the changeup, 89 miles an hour. As the sun has started to really come out from what was a gray overcast sky to kick things off here. This pitch is down the middle. Strike one for Dawson Park. Streaking across, mostly the infield side. First base with no problem in visibility. It's the third base side that things change up a little bit here and there. Most of the outfield is still completely out in the open. Rainer Heinrich on the side. Park works the walk, gets himself over to base. The story today, the Cats have left, if I can count correctly here, 8 runners on base throughout today's game. It's really been in part to the man on the mound before Jacob Halley.
Yeah, but when you look at the line now from Haley, he was 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, and no runs. So he got the punch out when he needed to, 6 strikeouts on the day, and 0 runs on the board for Cotuit. So pretty good job.
In that stretch, Haley only having 1 strikeout without runners on base. 1-1 the count for Isaac Sturgis, who was able to find the infield single to get things rolling in the third inning. Stole his first base of the season as well. However, a strikeout from Jace Lee and Sojourno's ground out to the second base side would close that inning. Not sure if that's the most runners left on base we've seen this season.
It's up there, and Cotuit hitting is 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position. The one was on a first and second situation where Dawson Park hit a ball too hard up the middle.
Running in for this one is Heinrich. Groans from the crowd. He's not able to put it away, but a big hustle from the left fielder out there.
Yeah, he's shaken up. Heinrich ran right into the fence. Went all out for a play down the line. He's grabbing onto his knee or arm of some kind. Trainers will rush out.
No warning track here at Lowell Park. Outfielders with a tough decision to make the play. We're going to step aside for a quick moment here on Cape League TV. Cape and Coast Bank has been supporting Cape Cod families since 1921. Just like the Kettleers, they believe in teamwork, commitment, and community. Whether you're planning your next big move or need smart business advice, Cape and Coast Bank is there to help. Find out more by visiting capeandcoastbank.com or at their nearby location off Falmouth Road in Marston's Mills.
Proudly serving Cape Cod, Plymouth, and the South Shore since 1927, Paul J. Cazault & Sons are here to solve your roofing, siding, or gutter needs. They also offer window replacement, rotten trim repair, deck resurfacing, and many other exterior improvements. Get in touch with the experts at Cazault Roofing and Siding by calling 508-428-1177 or head to their website at cazault.com. That's CAZEAULT.com.
Hey Cotuit fans, this is Dayton Murphy, shortstop from Purdue. This is your home for Kettleers baseball all summer long. Catch all the action from Lowell Park and on the road right here on the Cape League TV.
Two 2-0 Orleans as we still sit here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Scores from around the league. Bottom of the 2nd. Brewster and Bourne. Bourne holding on to the 1-0 advantage there. There's 1 runner on base. 2 outs needed to get themselves out of that stretch. Falmouth and Wareham duking things out. Wareham off to a lower start than what they probably would have expected, being the powerhouse of last season. And the bottom of the second, too. Whitey up 2-0 over the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. And then at 7 p.m., it'll kick off the Harwich and Chatham Anglers game. Pretty quiet around the league. Scores pretty consistent. As we get set for play here in just a little bit. But so far, not a lot of action from across the league, but the Cotuit Kettleers looking to bounce back. We got a 2-0 run on the board. The Kets, the other day on Wednesday against Bourne, able to bring in the first run in the first inning. Since then, have really been struggling, but they had a good productive output. Aiden Aguayo able to reach off an error. Not initially calling it a single on our side on the scoreboard. They would rule it an error on the third baseman. Could not glove that play. And we're happy to share that Rainer Heinrich is able to walk on his own power. And they will send out Jeremy.
I believe they actually subbed out Heinrich before the inning and threw in Jeremy Sheffield to left field. And he was the one with that collision with the fence, walking off under his own power. Good to see that. It will be Casey Comiskey to left field, and that means that I believe Adrian Beltre Jr. moves to shortstop now. Moving around the infield.
You have to give Sheffield his credit. He hustled for that ball. There's no warning track at Lowell Park, so puts outfielders at a little bit of a disadvantage, but Sheffield met with applause from the right grandstand. Kettleers fans also joining in on that fact. High-fiving Ryan McDougall, his backstop for the day, and always happy to see him up and moving. Isaac Sturgis will return to the box. Saw only 2 pitches. 1-2 the count for him there. Have to see how he'll respond after a little bit of a break from the box here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Kettleers looking to respond following a 2-run homer from the catcher himself and McDougall. Everybody getting set here at Lowell Park. Time 6:34, just about an hour and a half after the first pitch was thrown. Alagaman checking back on first. Before we stepped away, Dawson Park was able to advance off the walk. Kettleers have had some problems so far in today's game with runners on bases. Aiden Aguayo able to steal his first of the season, and Sturgis did the same not too long ago. The delivery down low. Sturgis evens the count, 2-2, with an 81 changeup.
So Alagaman did see this Cotuit squad on Sunday. Only pitched for 2 outs, gave up a hit and a walk, and then struck out a hitter to get out of the jam.
When you watch the pitching so far from Alagaman, he's really hitting similar places on the zone. Dawson Park, it was more to the right, the upper right. Sturgis has seen 2 towards the left side. Alagaman kicks and deals this one. A swing over to the first base side. Dominic Cadiz able to step on it, trying to turn the double play. They will say that Dawson Park is safe on that end.
So they've actually shifted their entire infield now. They moved everyone over. Jonathan Gomez is the only fielder at his original position. He'll be at second base, but it looks like Dominic Cadiz moved to third base, and Elijah Ike has moved to shortstop. Armani Regozi in the game at first. Some defensive subs following the injury. Regoza made a nice play.
First strike called for Jace Lee, the righty out of Notre Dame. The outfield and infield shifting for more of that left side approach to things here. Kicks and delivers this one down low. And Cadiz is lucky he was in the correct spot. Sturgis grounding it out directly into the glove of him. Having to stand back up and try and turn the double play. He was unsuccessful in that regard, but able to get the first out the bottom of the 5th. Delivery does not connect. 2-1 for Jace Lee here, the right fielder. His first 2 appearances today has struck out on both, looking to go 1 for 3 after this inning. He's got 6 walks to his name, Jace Lee, looking to put the second runner on as this ball is fouled out behind the Orleans grandstand. It traveled in numbers today, waves of red and black lining the stands just to our right side. Cotuit faithful, though, outshining them in the left grandstand and out along in front of the bullpen. Lagaban deals this one outright. Jace Lee survives to the full count. 2-0 Orleans here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 out on the board for the Cotuit Kettleers. 1 runner on. That will be Dawson Park. Takes a good leap out in front of him. Jace Lee watching that one go by. The pass ball. Dawson Park advances all the way over to third, and Lee gets his 7th walk of the season, setting up 2 runners on the corners.
It's a good at-bat from Jace right there. He's had some trouble in 2 strike counts. Hasn't really been shortening his swing as much, trying to run into one, and that was good patience on the outer half for the first time seeing a Lagaban. Now you got runners on the corners, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th, threatening to try and come back following the 2-run homer.
Cotuit with 5 hits on the day brings up the man behind the wooden bat, Sojano, today's backstop for the Cotuit Kettleers. He had that deadly 2-run single against YD to help put the Kettleers in the winning position, and he will face the first one. Bounces off his arm guard. O takes a second, was able to recover quickly and walk on over to that first base side. Liam, we got another bases jam situation.
Yeah, it's got to hurt, first of all, for O. Off the forearm, he had the big wide elbow guard pointed out, but it snuck by that and got to the right arm of O. But bases loaded with 1 out for J.J. Moran. Another scoring opportunity for Cotuit. They got to push one across right here.
J.J. Moran stepping up to bat, the righty who singled in his last appearance, made it all the way to second for the final 2 flyouts, put away the Kettleers in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1 out on the board. Major scoring opportunity here. Strike 1 called for the third baseman out of Stanford University. He has 1 double on the season, 2 RBI to his name. It's a perfect opportunity for him to step up. Pitch outside, coming in at 82 miles an hour. The changeup unsuccessful in drawing Moran's bat out towards that right side. 1-1 the count. 1 out, the bases are loaded here at Lowell Park. We saw a situation similar to this back in the 1st inning. Lagaban kicks and delivers this one, popped up high towards the right side. It'll head out into foul territory.
Yeah, all you got to do if you're J.J. Moran right here is put this ball in the play. Big hole on the right side. He was trying to go there, singled that direction his last time up. Just put the ball on the ground to the right side. That'll score a run.
Coming into today's game, 4 for 24. In this at-bat, 5 for 26. Big swing on this one, and that will walk him back over to the dugout. First strikeout on the day for a Lagaban, too. His first real inning of work. Has 1 out away to make it a complete inning on the season for him. Noah Coy, who has been able to reach base successfully in the 2nd and the 4th inning, was a part of a scary stretch of time for Haley back in the 2nd, made it all the way to 3rd after singling. Same mission for him here. Ball up high. Takes on that one. 1-0 the count. Noah Coy with a chance to put the first run on the board for the Cotuit Kettleers. From left to right, Dawson Park on 3rd, Jace Lee on 2nd, Sojano on 1st after being hit by a pitch. 1-1 the count for Noah Coy, who undoes his batting gloves and steps back in. The lefty, like Liam said, looking for the 1 ball. Swings this one up and foul behind us towards the left side. 1-2, 2 outs on the board. Cats have left 8 runners on base in today's game. 3 currently on. Noah Coy, the last guaranteed attempt to get some sort of momentum going here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Alagaman delivers this one. Pump up high towards the outfield side. Turning back is Rowan Kelly, and he will put it away. 11 runners left on base for the Cotuit Kettleers against the Orleans Firebirds. Cats still looking for a run to put on the board in this 2-0 deficit against the Firebirds. You're listening on Cape League TV.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Sun streaking just to the right side of Lowell Park as Cotuit Kettleers are back on defense, looking to attempt another Orleans run. Firebirds putting up 2 against the Cotuit Kettleers, who still hold on to a 0 score, no runs, giving up 11 runners left on base. Chase Vandermeed returns for his 2nd inning of work. Came in the top of the 5th inning for relief of Jonathan Edelman. Had 1 runner on base in that stretch before giving up the 2-run homer to Ryan McDougall. Now we return to the top of the 6th. See what he can do. He threw 15 pitches in his half inning of relief to get things going. Vandermeed will face off against the top of the order and Rowan Kelly. Dishes this one down towards the foot. Sojourn O on the right side. Ball 1 given to Rowan Kelly in his 2nd game as a Firebird. He saw time against Hyannis, went 0 for 3, but had a walk and a stolen base. Vandermeed delivers this one. Almost another hit-by-pitch situation here. That would have been back-to-back half innings. Would have seen a situation like that. Cats do lead the league with most hit-by-pitches, 19, say the least, something they were not proud of against Bourne. Orleans looks to capitalize off of that. 2-0 the count. Kicks and delivers this one. Popped over the head of Vandermeed, running in. Dawson Park trying to make the play at first, and he is successful.
Nifty play from Park. He's been positioned all over the infield for Cotuit this season. Played up the middle at 2nd. Hasn't gotten a start at 3rd yet, but made that look easy on the run over the mound.
So Dawson Park helps retire that first of the top inning. 2-0 the score, Orleans. Vandermeed now faces the 2nd hole, Dominic Cadiz. It's been a force to reckon with. Struck out in his first appearance, but was able to single in the next. He waits the first pitch, which is out wide. Wild pitch past O. Deliver the first ball of the count to Cadiz. Last time against Cotuit, went 1 for 3. Had one of those hit-by-pitches that we were mentioning just a few moments ago and walked. Orleans walking away with the winner in heartbreaking fashion for Cotuit. Vandermeed tosses this one on over. Strike right down Broadway. 1-1 the count. 1 out so far here in the top of the 6th inning. Orleans starting to creep up a bit. Cotuit holding on to those 5 hits, and Orleans offering up 3 of their own. The 1-1. Big swing coming out of Cadiz on that one. 92 mile an hour for the submarine-style pitching out of Chase Vandermeed. Coming into this inning, had 15 pitches overall. 11 of them were strikes and still staying really consistent, 92 and 93 mile an hour velocity. Looking for his second out of this inning, the 1-2 count. Fouls this one off towards the right. Bouncing off the field fence is that one. 1-2 remains the count for Dominic Cadiz, the first baseman out of UCLA. 11 for 38 going into today's game. A .289, had 1 home run to his name. Talk a little bit about that bounce back that the Orleans Firebirds have seen just in a week as Vandermeed steps off the mound.
And part of that has been the new additions, right? Getting Bub Terrell, that was a huge piece for the Firebirds. Now you get Rowan Kelly. There's a guy in the box who's been with the squad all season.
The 1-2 once again popped up high towards the left. J.J. Moran looking to try and make the play. Just a little too far out of reach for that one. Another foul tip for Cadiz in the past couple of stretches.
Well, this is when Vandermeed is his best, just living in the zone. It's really hard to find a submarine pitcher unless you faced him once or twice before, and this Firebirds team has never seen a side armor all season long. So for Vandermeed, it's an opportunity to find the zone. The only way that he can hurt himself is by walking hitters.
The delivery off towards the right side. Oh, having to step up and make that play. Cadiz will make an effort to run towards first base. They'll wave him off on that one. Second pass ball that we've seen this inning.
Yeah, he tried to do a little drop third strike and make a late swing on the pitch, but home plate umpire Jeff Merzel, they'll appeal to that.
Count evens out at 2s. 1 out on the board for the Orleans Firebirds, looking to add more momentum to their last outing. Big swing and hack off the left side. Another foul tip. Saw it with Jonathan Edelman, had to deal with, felt like 5 foul balls in a row. I believe that was off Jonathan Gomez, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was a 10-pitch at bat, the best of the day for the Firebirds.
The 2-2 count for Vandermeed, looking to put away his second of this inning. This one off towards the right side, a hack that'll drop just in front of Jace Lee, excuse me. Dominic Cadiz able to find his way on over to the first base side.
It's just a good battle right there. Really good piece of hitting. Goes the other way with the fastball. That's the key with the submarine arm. Got to wait back on the pitches. You see Vandermeed whip out 93, 94, but with the long delivery, sometimes you feel like you're loading a little too early and you can roll over on ground balls really easily that way. Cadiz stayed through that pitch and drove it the other way for a single.
That brings up Bub Terrell to the plate. He's been so successful in his time with Orleans, just a short stint, as this will advance Cadiz to the second base side. At least 3 pitches so far that have gone past O's protective padding. This one sets up that advance to second. Bub Terrell with 2 home runs and 4 RBI coming in today. He's been successful on 1/3 of his at-bats. It's 4 strikeouts, but only 1 walk. So if he's on base, he probably hit his way there. Vandermeed will step off the mound again. He's got a 1-0 count to start things off. As he steps back up, Terrell will tap the bat back down on the home plate. The unleash sends this one out deep. Isaac Sturgis able to come in underneath it, though, in center field. Attempts to make the throw over to second. Cadiz will keep himself planted over there, and it's 2 outs.
That's finding the zone right there. Center cut. But Terrell couldn't see the run on the inside. Broke his bat into center field. Playable for Sturgis. Nice job by Vandermeed.
Elijah Ikes comes back in for what will be his third at-bat of the day. Grounded out into the 6-3 back in the second. Was worked into a strikeout. The last pitch he saw, swinging off Jonathan Edelman. Vandermeed with the runner on second, dishes this one out. Able to connect. 92 mile an hour down low. It's incredible to see how consistent he is with that.
Yeah. Once you find the arm slot, from what I've seen from Submariners, it's pretty hard to hit, and you're usually in the zone.
Leashes this one for the second strike. Full body coming practically almost off the mound for Vandermeed there. Takes a lot of strength to toss at that speed. This type of pitch. Recently announced his commitment to Michigan State University not too long ago. Playing with a former Spartan out in center field is Isaac Sturgis. Big hack on this one. Oh, will stand up, and that will finish off this half inning. Cotuit Kettleers still sitting at a deficit 2-0 below the Orleans Firebirds, but looking to make a comeback on the offensive end. We come back, get things settled here on Cape League TV. Cape and Coast Bank has been supporting Cape Cod families since 1921. Just like the Kettleers, they believe in teamwork, commitment, and community. Whether you're planning your next big move or need smart business advice, Cape and Coast Bank is there to help. Find out more by visiting capeandcoastbank.com or at their nearby location off Falmouth Road in Marston's Mills.
Proudly serving Cape Cod, Plymouth, and the South Shore since 1927, Paul J. Cazault & Sons are here to solve your roofing, siding, or gutter needs. They also offer window replacement, rotten trim repair, deck resurfacing, and many other exterior improvements. Get in touch with the experts at Cazault Roofing and Siding by calling 508-428-1177 or head to their website at cazault.com. That's CAZEAULT.com.
Hey Cotuit fans, this is Dayton Murphy, shortstop from Purdue. This is your home for Kettleers baseball all summer long. Catch all the action from Lowell Park and on the road right here on the Cape League TV.
It's great news for Cotuit Kettleers fans coming into the bottom of the 6th inning. Ket's interns are successful on all but one of their t-shirt tosses so far this season. So grateful to see that the work in the weight room has been showing out and showing loud.
Attaboy, Mac. Attaboy. It was needed. After that game against Brewster,
Ooh.
an 0 for streak.
It's a brutal
couple into the parking lot, a couple into the net. That's a bad showing.
It's got crazy range on that slingshot, though, making it all the way to the parking lot from the third base side.
It's got power on it. It does.
It does. Kettleers at bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch out wide for Brady Chrisman. Alagaban returns for another inning of work, one of his longer stretches, released against the Cotuit Kettleers so far this season. Dishes this one down for a strike, though. Chrisman, in his third at-bat of the day, was able to reach on first back in the 2nd inning off an error from the shortstop. Kaminsky at the time for the defensive changes. Big hack from this one. At 1-2 overall. Alagaban, so far in today's game, has been keeping things steady. Came in for relief off Haley as Chrisman sends this one out towards the right side in the creek, just behind the grandstands. 1 inning of work today. He's had 2 walks, but 1 strikeout. Still no runs on the board for the Cotuit Kettleers.
Just haven't capitalized on their opportunities. Had runners in scoring position. Just can't find the ball in play. Last inning, it was the bases loaded and a strikeout and a flyout.
2nd inning, they've had the bases loaded today. Every inning so far of work, the Kets have left one runner on base. This one out wide. Chrisman rewarded with the full count to get things going. Yeah, that's really been the story of today, is just taking advantage of an offensive stretch. Several batters have just needed to single, or at least put a ball in play to some capacity. Chrisman takes a hack off this one.
Yeah, not even single, right? Like, just put the ball on the ground somewhere or in the air to the outfield. Sacrifice fly would do. Ball in the infield, they just haven't been able to find it. Striking out a lot with runners in scoring position. They're 1 for 12 tonight.
This delivery popped up high towards the right field side. Bub Terrell, moving with ease, is able to put this one away and retire the first out of this inning.
Good battle there for Chrisman. He's a guy who's due at the plate. Back to the top of things for Aiden Aguayo.
Hoping to bring a little sunshine to this mostly overcast sky. Still looking for his first hit of the season. Loggeman dishes this one way outside. Had McDougal spinning around to try and keep that one in his glove. And also to think back to the bases jam situation, every batter who had that in front of him, Aiden Aguayo bounces this one off the helmet protecting of what looked like blue. Checking to make sure everything's okay there. Both bases loaded situations, the batter who would come in after had only one out on the board or was the first out of that situation.
Yeah, there's been multiple situations.
Loggeman delivers this one down low, rewarded with the strike. 1-2 the count for Aiden Aguayo. So far this game, you've got the 2 strikes back in the first. Didn't take too long to pop that ball out in the fourth. Just the second strike there as he pushes this one out foul. This is the longest fight he's seen in this game. Loggeman with 1 out on the board here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Sunlight slowly starting to fade away as we're about 2 hours from first pitch. Loggeman dishes this one out just outside. 91 mile an hour on that one to clip, just the outside of the zone. Big hack on this one. Aguayo is fighting. Seen a couple instances of that today. Taking full advantage of everything he can. He's got a 2-2 count. Coming off what was a breakout season at UCLA, just for his first year too. Loggeman delivers this one. Almost hit Aguayo. Clipped just the outside by his left leg from what it looked. 3-2 count. Aguayo fighting to stay alive. This ball out wide. He will be rewarded with his first walk as a Cotuit Kettleer. 1 runner on for the Kets. They've been consistent in that regard. Someone has always made it to base in every single inning. And Loggeman have a bit of a meeting out here on the mound. Looks like a new arm is running from the bullpen. So that will be the end of his day here. And when we come back, catch you up on who this new arm for the Firebirds is on Cape League TV.
A Generac generator from Mercier delivers more than reliable backup power. It delivers peace of mind. Peace of mind that comes from knowing our expert technicians, knowledgeable staff, and emergency service team are here when you need us most. As one of New England's leading Generac generator dealers, RCA provides a 10-year warranty and regular maintenance services to ensure your home stays protected. RCA, powering your peace of mind.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Alagaban's day is done, and that brings out the new arm in Brady Fox, the southpaw out of UMBC. Coming from the state of Delaware, sits at 5'10", 185. He just recently committed to Georgia Tech, so headed to that ACC pipeline. Georgia Tech having a phenomenal run out in the super regional season. But so far, just this summer, Fox has seen 3 games, has come in for relief in a handful of them, Hyannis being the most recent. On the 24th, 2/3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run. That one would be earned, and 1 strikeout, but threw 5 punch-outs against Bourne on the 18th. Just 1 2/3 innings pitched.
Yeah, he's been a solid lefty arm, and going from lefty to lefty, Alagaban to Fox for the Firebirds. Something that you see from Nicholson, the manager for the Firebirds, all the time. There were 7 arms in last night's game for Orleans, and 6 the last time these two teams faced off. So not afraid to go to the bullpen just to get 1 or 2 outs. This might be one of those situations with Fox. Pitched back on Wednesday, so pretty recent outing. Got to go get a lefty in Ryan Taransky.
It'll be a lefty on lefty duel. Taransky has got 1 runner on. The walk from Aiden Aguayo, but strike called first. 0-1 in the count today. Taransky walked back in the first, struck out in the second, had the fly out to this right field side, back in the 4th. Taransky with his maroon batting gloves, the Cincinnati Bearcat. Everything about him is Cincinnati. You see him walking around with the big C on his backpack. Got the shin protector also decked out in the red and black. The 0-1 count. Fox delivers. Just outside on that one. First ball of this outing for Taransky.
Hitting against lefty arms has been an advantage for Cotuit. 222 batting average on the year versus lefties. Versus righties, 186.
This one also outside, and if you think going into this game too, Orleans limits hitters to 200, the first out. 180 on that end as well, so Taransky with an advantage here. Second strike called for that one. Excuse me, what I was trying to say. They limit hitters to 200 with the first out on the board. That drops down significantly with 2 outs. So Taransky has a bit of an advantage here, and he can help out next guy due up in Dawson Park if he can keep himself in play. Pitch outside again, 3-2 the count. Taransky fighting back. The 3 balls here. Due up after Taransky guaranteed, Dawson Park and Isaac Sturgis. Park was able to make it all the way to 3rd in the last inning. Fox kicks this one down low. Taransky will walk. Foregoing the second out, that has benefited the Orleans pitching staff so much this season. 2 runners on, and Dawson Park looks try and make that 3.
Yeah, hey, look, you got another opportunity right here. Runners in scoring position. You got a runner at second. Good wheels on the base pass. Got to put this ball in play if you're Dawson Park.
Brady Fox coming in. Alagaban had 1 runner on to start things off. This one's outside the zone there. It's so confusing. You look up Brady Fox online, and Tom Brady is immediately brought up. Wrong sport. Kind of looks like him from a distance, though. I'll give him that. The deal almost taking the side of Dawson Park. He's able to evade that one. The quick evasion maneuver. 2-0 the count for him. Fox understanding a little bit what Orleans pitching staff has gone through today with 2 runners on. Big hack towards the dugout side. Not too much movement and trying to evade that one. 2-1 the count for Park. And so far, all Kettleers, at least since the 4th inning, have reached by walking. Another foul tip for Dawson Park off that one, evening the count 2-2. You had the single from J.J. Moran in the bottom of the 4th. And if you exclude the hit by pitch, it's been at least 4 walks straight. Big hack from Dawson Park towards the left side. That will bounce in front of Kaminsky, and this might send home the first runner, and it does. A nice hack out from Dawson Park helps set up Aiden Aguayo to bring in the first run of his Cotuit Kettleer journey.
Yeah, good swing. Really good swing. Way back on the break-in ball, pull it to the left side. Dawson Park's been a professional hitter through his 8 or so games with the Kets, and that was another example of it. Put some good lumber on a baseball, find the outfield, put a run in. First of the day for Cotuit.
RBI single to get things going. Park adds his 3rd RBI of the season. This pitch out wide, 90 mile an hour to Isaac Sturgis. Was able to single back in that 3rd inning stretch, grounded out to the first base side. Felt like directly into the glove of Dominic Cadiz. Watches this one go down, and a good stop there from McDougal.
Yeah, the approach has got to be patient in the box. Fox, since he entered the game, 13 pitches, just 5 strikes. Might want to take until you get one if you're Sturgis.
Taransky hovers on second, Park at first. Sturgis with the opportunity to keep the hits coming. Watches this one go down. 2-1 the count for him. 1 out on the board. 2-1 the score, though. Cotuit Kettleers striking back here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 6 hits on the board for the Cats. Fox checks back and tosses this one out, and it's bobbled up towards the Orleans dugout. No need for Cadiz to make a run on that play. 2-2 the count. Cats starting to come alive here at Lowell Park. Fox kicks this one up by the Cotuit sign on the batting helmet of Sturgis. It's been a couple of close calls in recent batters for Fox. No hit by pitch yet, but 3-2 the count. 1 out on the board. You can expect to see runners advance should it not be a foul. That one looks like might have gone off the elbow of Sturgis.
I think it went off the umpire, Jeff Merzel. Foul tip off the bat.
Yeah,
that pitch ran way in. Also, Fox hasn't really checked back to second much for Taransky. He's been getting some good jumps on his secondary lead. Might be a chance to take off towards 3rd in a little double steal opportunity.
Fox in a tight situation. 3-2 is the count. 1 out on the board and 2 runners on. The Cats threatening to advance. 1 in scoring position. That would be Ryan Taransky. Takes a big lead on that one. Fox dishes this one. A big pop over towards left field side, and we're going to have our second close call at the left field.
It's out of play.
2 out of play for that one. Saw a similar situation just a couple innings ago. The Cats have been lucky so far. No one's been able to come up with that play. Sturgis staying alive and fighting through this tough count against Fox. 3-2 overall. He's got one out to survive off of. Fox now looking back at Taransky, but decides to deal this one up high, and Sturgis will walk. We will have our third bases loaded situation of the day. What a change around.
Yeah, Nicholson coming out. This might be the end of Fox's day.
Like you said, Liam, they're not afraid to make these calls to the bullpen. Frequent changes left and right in the last time these two teams met up, and it worked out in Orleans' favor.
Yeah, they will turn to it. The ball count was just telling. 11 of the 19 pitches were balls.
The new arm and more when we come back to you from Lowell Park here on Cape League TV. Aubin Equipment has been providing service to commercial landscapers in the Cape Cod area for more than a decade. They're staffed with experts and professionals who will provide you with personal service for all your equipment needs. Aubin Equipment is the exclusive sales and service dealer for Walker mowers on Cape Cod, and we're named the top dealer in Walker equipment 3 years in a row. Find Aubin Equipment online at aubinequipment.com or stop by Monday through Friday at their location in South Dennis.
Cape and Coast Bank has been supporting Cape Cod families since 1921. Just like the Kettleers, they believe in teamwork, commitment, and community. Whether you're planning your next big move or need smart business advice, Cape and Coast Bank is there to help. Find out more by visiting capeandcoastbank.com or at their nearby location off Falmouth Road in Marston's Mills.
Cats fans, this is Hogan Denny, catcher from Indiana University, and we're grateful for all your support this summer. Let's get back to the best ballpark on Cape League TV.
From Hawaii, so we've got another Hawaiian kid out here ready to make an effort to try and stop this massive Cotuit Kettleers attempted comeback. 3 runners on, bases are loaded here at Lowell Park for the third time in today's game. Garmin, the 6', 195 lefty out of Michigan, played against Hyannis back on the 24th, just a couple days ago, right before the off day that we had. 1/3 inning pitched. He walked 1 Harbor Hawk, but also found the strikeout once. So quick relief time. Looks to do it again. He's got 1 out on the board, 3 runners on. This is the second pitching change we've had just in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, Garmin coming in once again. If you play for Coach Nicholson, don't have your stuff, you're out of the game. It's the 4th arm, another lefty, big opportunity for Jace Lee, bases loaded.
Jace Lee watches this one. Called strike. Still in the bottom of the 6th. Doesn't feel like it. Feels like we've been here for almost an hour just with how much has gone on. Chrisman would fly out towards right field before 2 straight walks and an RBI from Dawson Park to set things up for another walk from Isaac Sturgis. This one's down low in the dirt. 1-1 the count for Jace Lee. He just has to either walk or put the ball in play to set up what would be the tying run. Taransky on the third base side holds that power right now. Just keep it going for as long as you want. You've only got 1 out on the board. Lee watches this one and rewarded for the take. 2-1 the count for him. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning at Lowell Park, the sun has officially started to go away. Less streaky sunlight visible on the field. The time clock has started. Jace Lee sends this one out deep. Kaminsky will be able to put it away. Taransky's going to make the play at the plate. McDougall has it. Did he get it? He is safe. Taransky with the second run ties this game up at Lowell Park, 2-2. Off a nice sack fly from Jace Lee to set things up here.
And now Jace put the ball in play. Good things happen. Atta boy. Turned on one on the inner half. All you had to do right there, put the ball in the outfield. Just lift one up. Hard hit. If it gets in the gap, might have scored all three, but so what? You get the run across, tie the ball game. Hit one hard right at the left fielder. Running in, liner. Taransky can run well.
Sojano knocks this one down towards the right side. First base can't field it. That will send home Dawson Park, who's going to make the play. No attempt made by Jonathan Gomez, and the Cats now have the lead, 3-2. Hit after hit for the Cotuit Kettleers. Jace Lee and Sojano help set things up, putting the ball in play, and we have a ball game.
Offense comes in waves, and Sojano right on the first pitch. Swinging, crushing. Tough play at first for Raygoza. Good send by Brooks Beto. Heads up. That ball stayed in the infield, but they were shifted over, so the second baseman, Jonathan Gomez, couldn't make the play.
First pitch dealt to J.J. Moran is a swinging strike. Sojano's single over there was also off the first pitch he saw. Quick offense makes quick momentum changes. Cats are rewarded for that with 2 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. 3-2 your new score. This one dealt just outside the zone. 1-1 to keep J.J. Moran in this game. 2 outs on the board. Jace Lee's sac fly puts that one up there, but not before scoring Ryan Taransky. Change of pace, that seems to be the name of the game for the Cotuit Kettleers. Grant stares down the second side. Dishes this one out. Called a ball. 2-1 the count for J.J. Moran. Less pressure on him in this situation. You do have the runner in scoring position on that second side. Isaac Sturgis able to walk and get himself on over to second. Sojano on the first base side. Big hack on this one for J.J. Moran. He's got the second strike to even things out, 2-2.
Yeah, no pressure. Get your money's worth. Take some big cuts.
Moran will wait. Pops this one up high towards the left side. Infield and outfield will take a look at running towards it, but no points, just past the mesh out there. Hopefully the fans were waiting that one. It's terrifying walking on those lines out by third base or first. You never know if that ball's coming towards your head.
That was playable. That was up in the air. Better than a sharp liner.
There you go. Hopefully they brought their gloves along with their lawn chairs. Garmin with a chance to conclude this inning. Dishes it outside, sets up Moran 1 ball away from loading the bases once again. We're almost back at Brady Chrisman should we get to Noah Coy. That's how long this bottom of the 6th has been. Harmon deals this one. Big swing from Moran, and this nightmare inning is over for the Orleans Firebirds. Kettleers, though, waking up to bring in 3 runs on that end, taking advantage of runners on base for the first time this game. Sun is starting to set here at Lowell Park. We're getting things set just a little bit. Waiting to hear confirmation on our own Carson Mercier. He's getting excited to talk about this long stretch, and you know what? Let's throw things on down to him. Carson, tell us about this long delay.
Guys, thank you. What an inning that was for the Cotuit Kettleers, scoring 3 times to take the lead. Hopefully it gives these guys some momentum going into what will be a tough stretch of baseball coming up. 9 games in the next 10 days, including July 2nd, playing at Fenway Park, Fenway Day of practice. So 10 straight days of baseball. It's going to be a lot. I got the opportunity to talk to a couple of guys ahead of today's game about this grueling stretch. And there were some different opinions about it. Landon Beaver said he's loving this. He wants to play every single day if he could, wants to be on the field every day, will take a game over practice. Jesse DiMaggio, he was surprised. He said, wait, what? He didn't know that they were playing this much in this next couple of weeks. So when I told him that, he was kind of surprised. But once he figured it out, he said, this is going to be a really fun opportunity. I can't wait for it. And guys, this inning certainly good momentum for that, hopefully giving these guys some juice, like I said. But I have to ask you, is there anything that you guys are going to do to kind of get ready for this long stretch? Because it's not easy on broadcasters either. You talk about players playing all the time, but we work too.
Yes, we do, Carson. And first of all, phenomenal hit. Yeah, it's always interesting to hear this perspective of these guys. This is very MLB-type-esque situations that they're being put into, but for me, Liam, I'm not sure. Definitely going to bed. I think that's the biggest one. You always need some good sleep, but I think it's also a situation of when are we going to have time to fully prep for all of these things?
Wait, what? That's my reaction. No, I'm fired up. It's a great time on the Cape, exploring all these opportunities. As Landon Beaver said, just kind of being able to see so much baseball, be around so much baseball is incredible. Such a great opportunity. And yeah, the off day is Fenway Day. So you roll right into that, which is a big time experience for the guys to get out to Fenway Park and play, practice in front of all the organizations. So it's a great time. Great time.
How could you not be not excited for Fenway Day? That's honestly the best day of the year. You get to go out with the team, watch them take BP out on that historic field, and us interns are actually allowed to go explore the ballpark, which is super exciting. We made it all the way up to the Green Monster last year and got to watch some balls hit off of that from various teams. And it's Truett Manuel on the mound for the Cotuit Kettleers. Chase Vandemede's day is done. Was really impactful in terms of keeping guys off. 1 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, 1 earned run given up. But he would have 3 punch-outs to his name on the day. Truett Manuel, the redshirt freshman out of NC State, has finished off a decent outing with the Wolfpack. 6 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 6 hits, 8 earned runs, mostly in that reliever category and looking to improve that ERA.
Talk about a projectable arm. That's what this guy is. He's coming in. Last appearance was against Hyannis. 2 innings pitched, just 1 walk, 1 strikeout, no runs given up. Those gas, 94, 95. There's 94 right there for you. Breaking ball over the top, so impressive stuff.
Just about to say, there's a little bit of that fuego for you right there. 1-2 the count. Big swing. Big swing there from Tyler Myatt. Designated hitter for today's thing, and Manuel gets a strikeout in his first at-bat face today. Only had 1 K against the Hyannis Harbor Hawks in his last outing, already on a productive change of pace here at Lowell Park. The Kets, the 3-2 lead, biting at the heels all throughout that bottom of the 6th inning. Took us a long time to get to our Carson Mercier. Glad that he was able to get out there and tell us about this next 10-day stretch. This ball popped out towards the left area, closer to the third base coach. And it was a productive outing, though. Kettleers going into that stretch had almost 11 runners left on base going into the bottom of the 6th, able to capitalize 3 runs off of that and overtake the lead. Manuel with this one down in the dirt. Oh, doing a bit of a hockey goalie windmill save on that one. Try and keep things in play. 1-1 the count for Jonathan Gomez, the FDU righty, who was just added during that Hyannis Harbor Hawks game. Breaking ball upstairs. That one, 2-1 the count for Truett Manuel. The changeup, 83 mile an hour coming in. 1 out on the board, no runners on for the Orleans Firebirds as the sky starts to darken. Manuel down low, 94 mile an hour on the 3-1.
Commands a big focus for Truett. 7 1/3 innings of work, 10 strikeouts, so the punch outs there. You saw it last time, but he also had 8 walks. Got to find the zone.
The righty out of North Carolina does exactly that. 3-2 to make it a full count here in the top of the 7th inning. And the brightness levels have definitely changed. Overcast skies with the sun out earlier today made it hard to see balls going out of the fence during BP. Now you got to adjust your eyes and squint a little bit here. Popped up towards the right side. Jace Lee and Ryan Taransky both running for it. And Jace Lee makes the play. A diving effort from the Notre Dame outfielder. Puts away another Orleans Firebird. Cotuit's game is on fire. Truett Manuel tipping his hat out to Jace Lee for the incredible play. Wow.
Da-na-na, na-na-na. Oh my goodness, what a play. That is ridiculous. Going down the line. Let's take another look right here. Jace Lee just laying out for that one. See it right here, managing the line. Sojano behind the plate saying, you got room, kid. He uses all of that in foul ground.
We need to get Liam to add a sound effect to our board.
I can do that manually.
There we go.
When it fires me up.
A little tap on the shoulder when we need it. Manuel facing off against Kaminsky, who pops this one up. Nice little infield play, and Manuel takes it and walks back to the dugout. That's how you do it. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Manuel in his second appearance as a Cotuit Kettleer. The Cats hold on to the 3-2 lead as we get ready to stretch here on Cape League TV. Aubin Equipment has been providing service to commercial landscapers in the Cape Cod area for more than a decade. They're staffed with experts and professionals who will provide you with personal service for all your equipment needs. Aubin Equipment is the exclusive sales and service dealer for Walker mowers on Cape Cod, and we're named the top dealer in Walker equipment 3 years in a row. Find Aubin Equipment online at aubinequipment.com or stop by Monday through Friday at their location in South Dennis.
Cape and Coast Bank has been supporting Cape Cod families since 1921. Just like the Kettleers, they believe in teamwork, commitment, and community. Whether you're planning your next big move or need smart business advice, Cape and Coast Bank is there to help. Find out more by visiting capeandcoastbank.com or at their nearby location off Falmouth Road in Marston's Mills.
Cats fans, this is Hogan Denny, catcher from Indiana University, and we're grateful for all your support this summer. Let's get back to the best ballpark on Cape League TV.
So you just missed it. The Blues coming in to have a chat. The lighting situation has definitely changed here at Lowell Park. You take a look at the sky. Just gray overcast completely everywhere, and that's been kind of the situation for a lot of Cotuit fans at home. They've really been without a really bright and sunny day. It's been really great on the off days when the sun has come out and it's been 80 to 90 degrees, but the sun streaking for a little bit towards the early part of this game, completely disappearing, and this could potentially be the last half inning we see.
Yeah, and hey, it's pretty crazy how things change so quickly, right? Yesterday, perfect sun. Today, overcast, still a good day. Also, on the baseball field, things change pretty quick, too. 3 runs in the 6th for Cotuit.
You got to witness all that from
I did, from the
third base side.
dugout. Yep.
There you go.
It was nice. Nice vantage point. It's nice to take in a ball game from a different point of view every once in a while.
Garmin, in another inning of work, we saw about 3 arms come through for the Orleans pitching staff side out there. He faces off against Noah Coy, the only batter to not appear in that bottom of the 6th inning stretch. He unleashes this one out, and a pop fly that runs towards the center field area. Rowan Kelly, the center fielder, putting things away for the first easy out. Again, the league has a 7-inning must-be-completed rule to enable to be called for darkness. Cotuit is one of 3 ballparks in the entire Cape League that does not have field lights. They work with the community, and it keeps this ballpark beautiful. Of course, close games, it does hurt a little bit in those situations. That tie with Bourne 3-3 helps in some, hurts in others.
Right.
So Cotuit looking to stay on the advantage here. This ball dished out to Brady Chrisman for the first strike of his at-bat today. We've worked through this order. Oh my goodness, you take a look at it on your scorecard and it's kind of overwhelming. just how much happened in that stretch. Brady Chrisman would fly out to the right field side. And that at bat to kick things off in the bottom of the 6th. You'd see Aiden Aguayo get his first walk as a Cotuit Kettleer. Turansky would follow after on the walk, and Dawson Park able to knock Aguayo in for the first run of this game. And from there, it was just bats away. Cats able to overtake the lead 3-2. Chrisman swinging on that one to make it a 1-2 count to get things going. 81-mile-an-hour changeup from Garmin on that play. And there's excitement. We're a couple of calls coming from the Orleans dugout side. 1-2 count for Brady Chrisman. 1 out on the board, though, here in the bottom of the 7th. This could be the last half inning we see of the day. Chrisman firing on that one, taking the foul tip. And Liam, from what we've heard, there could be a Puller Cave run after this.
Oh, yeah.
Have to ask, have you been yet?
I have.
You have? Okay.
I have. Overwhelming with the flavors, but
what was your go-to on that situation?
So I kind of panicked. I won't lie.
Uh-oh.
I saw a lot of options on the board. I think the play would have been the peanut butter Oreo one, but we ended up going with the Milky Way. It was doable though. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I'm glad it was doable for you. And yes, Kettleers love to flock to Puller Cave, and we have to try Cape Cod Creamery at some point here too. They're a big sponsor of the Cotuit Kettleers. Grateful to have so many good ice cream places to go to here on Cape. This one out towards that left area, just above the knee of Brady Chrisman. 3-2 to the count to set things up for him. That was a 77-mile-an-hour pitch. Almost got him in the kneecap to set up a hit-by-pitch situation for the Kets. And Puller Cave, always a treat for my roommate and I last year. Got things going there. The Mashpee Mud, you can never go wrong. Armin deals this one. Chrisman goes down on swinging. First real strikeout, or second strikeout of the day for Garmin. Last one was to get him out of that nightmare inning that he came into late. He's able to strike out J.J. Moran, and now Brady Chrisman adds to his final line. And that brings up the top of the order here in the bottom of the 7th inning, Aiden Aguayo. Still looking for his first hit as a Kettleer, but a part of that big running drive to get things going for the Cats. Last inning, this one way outside, 77-mile-an-hour changeup. 2 outs on the board for the Kettleers here. We saw the umpires deliberating halfway up the first base side, debating this game should be called at darkness. We'll have to see. You've got 2 outs on the board. You have to complete at least 7 in order for it to qualify as a complete game. 2 balls on for Aiden Aguayo to get things started. What will be his 5th at-bat of the day. Big swing on that one, calling up his first strike. 2-1. You've got 2 outs on the board. The Cats could walk away and break this 4-game losing streak, though. They're up 3-2. It's been a productive outing for both the pitching staff and position players. Big hack on this one. Aiden Aguayo, second strike to even things out, 2-2. We just got confirmation this is the last. Oh. Excuse me. Jumping ahead of myself here. But the darkness is becoming a bit of a factor. You're really having to squint to watch these pitches come in as that goes right over our heads here in the broadcast booth. Ryan Turansky on deck in this situation. There is 1 out on the board, but Aiden Aguayo, should he survive, Turansky will be due up. Big pop-up from this one, but it'll drift foul once again. Don't forget, foul balls are yours to keep, courtesy Cotuit Liquors. 2-2 the count. Aiden Aguayo watches this one go by, but it's just outside the zone. Full count situation for him. Back-to-back innings with the 3-2 on the board. Still in the bottom of the 7th here. Sky lightning from behind these dark clouds. Pitch sent outside. Aiden Aguayo will walk in back-to-back half innings of appearance. Still looking for that first hit, but he's been productive on reaching base so far. He's been patient, too.
The productive at-bats from Aiden Aguayo. He's been doing his thing.
We'll have to see. No arms are warming up in the bullpen right now. Quick chat. Garnett to get himself situated for Ryan Turansky. Turansky was also able to walk. His second walk of the day came in that long bottom of the 6th inning stretch. He would also come home in a tight run thanks to Jace Lee on the sac fly. Taking a look to see. There's not a lot of action going on in the bullpen besides some warm-up stretches to get things going. This might just be a quick chat. Last time Aiden Aguayo reached on base, it kicked off the 3 runs on the board for the Cotuit Kettleers. Brendan Murphy walking over to check things out. And it looks like there will be a new arm in this game for the Orleans Firebirds. The bullpen action continues for Orleans. The Cotuit Kettleers with 1 out on the board, 1 runner on, looking to get things set and hopefully walk off with their first win in 5 games. We'll be back with more action in a sec here on Cape League TV. Cape and Coast Bank has been supporting Cape Cod families since 1921. Just like the Kettleers, they believe in teamwork, commitment, and community. Whether you're planning your next big move or need smart business advice, Cape and Coast Bank is there to help. Find out more by visiting capeandcoastbank.com or at their nearby location off Falmouth Road in Marston's Mills.
Proudly serving Cape Cod, Plymouth, and the South Shore since 1927, Paul J. Cazault & Sons are here to solve your roofing, siding, or gutter needs. They also offer window replacement, rotten trim repair, deck resurfacing, and many other exterior improvements. Get in touch with the experts at Cazault Roofing and Siding by calling 508-428-1177 or head to their website at cazault.com. That's CAZEAULT.com.
Hey Cotuit fans, this is Dayton Murphy, shortstop from Purdue. This is your home for Kettleers baseball all summer long. Catch all the action from Lowell Park and on the road right here on the Cape League TV.
A new arm for the Orleans Firebirds, bringing in a record probably seen here at Lowell Park this season. Jaden Stroman up on the mound, looking to finish off what Grant Garman started in his regard. Jaden Stroman up there. The right-handed pitcher out of Virginia entered the transfer portal back in early June. He's ranked as the number 130th prospect in the 2025 MLB draft from New York. And he's the son of longtime MLB pitcher Marcus Stroman.
Yeah, Marcus Stroman, a Firebird, brother of Marcus Stroman. Firebird himself, and he allowed 0 runs over 34 career innings with Orleans. Not bad at all. A member of the Cape Cod Collegiate Baseball Hall of Fame in 2022, League All-Star in 2010. So big shoes to fill for Jaden, but he's been doing a solid job this season so far. 1 1/3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 3 runs, none of them earned. Did face off against Cotuit last outing for him. He went 1/3 of an inning pitched, 1 hit. He gave up those 3 runs. It was off an error, though. 2 walks.
Well, looks to follow in the footsteps of his brother. Such a high prestige coming into this league and getting to stand on the same mound that he did for an entire summer. Stroman facing off against Ryan Turansky. Aiden Aguayo on first base. First pitch, 92-mile-an-hour strike down the way. Have to see if this is the last half inning of today's game. Still no confirmed confirmation from Blue. Cats with 1 last out on the board before heading to the 8th. Stroman dishes this one out wide. A 1-1 count to kick things off, and cool is it to say that you and your brother played for the same team?
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. Jaden in the transfer portal currently. He was at UVA this year.
Delivery out towards the right. McDougal really having to jump off of his leg to make that one stay in. And Stroman was a freshman, but Ryan Buckler also played for UVA for a little bit there. So 2 pitchers coming out of that organization. 6 starts to his name for Stroman. Looking to close out this last one. Outside the zone, 3-1 the count to start, 87 mile an hour. Change up to come in off that play for Turansky. Got Aiden Aguayo at first. Turansky looking to do the same with the walk. Could have 2 batters with back-to-back walks in their last 2 at-bats. The dish on this one popped up high towards the outfield side. Turansky, could he have it? A dangerous play made out in center field by Rowan Kelly, who picks up the ball for the last out of this half inning. A phenomenal jump off the track there. He's slow to get up on that side, but he puts away Turansky.
Oh my Lord. What a catch. That might be one of the best catches I've seen at this field. Saved a homer easily, and he looks okay. Wow.
We're going to take a quick look at this one here. You got to star this play made by Rowan Kelly out in the outfield.
First of all, what a swing from Turansky. Put a charge into one into center field. Crushed it, thought off the bat it was a no-doubter. Kind of flipped the bat there, and Kelly just climbs the fence and leaps and reaches over for the catch. Stroman putting his hands up. Yeah, that's a play.
Wow. Gotta highlight that one after all the work. You have to credit this Orleans outfield. They've been diving for absolutely everything and making every sort of play. Turansky, we thought he had it, like Liam just said. Could have been almost a no-doubter there, but robbed by Rowan Kelly. Kelly's been a great addition just in these recent days to this Orleans staff. So it looks like we're staying on. Truett Manuel back out on the mound for his 2nd inning of work. Cats have not seen as many pitching changes as Orleans. Looking to capitalize off of that. Game's still going on. Have to see if we can make it to the bottom of the 8th. I do believe you have to play a complete inning for it to count here on Cape Cod. Wow, I'm still in shock about that play.
That was quite genuinely the best play I've ever seen in my life in person. That was ridiculous. Scaled the fence, dealing with the fence first of all. You got to look up. That was always, I played outfield back in the day. That's the toughest thing is on a ball over your head, you got to trust your ability to know where the fence is. So you turn over your shoulder and you're running back out towards center field. You have no idea where the fence is. So he clearly looked up for a split second, saw the fence, scaled it, pulled the ball from behind the fence. That was for sure a homer if he did not make that play.
There's just a lot of trust, and one of the very few fields that doesn't have any sort of warning track to get things set. Full confidence in that. Needed a second to get back up, but met with thunderous applause from the Orleans dugout side, and have to give him that from us ourselves. Big hack for the catcher, Ryan McDougall. Still playing here in the top of the 8th inning. 0-1 the count to get things started.
So this, with the darkness right now, feels like the last half might be
we'll have to see.
No lights at Lowell Park, obviously, so that being a factor.
We just slightly turned on lights here in our own broadcast booth, flickering on and off. Wish you could do the same for the field here, but can't beat this natural scenery without the lights. 1-1 is the count for Ryan McDougall. No outs on the board to get things set here in the top of the 8th as he tips this one back over towards the parking lot. Hope everyone's car is safe this time around.
By my count, it's been 20 innings since Orleans has scored a run not on a homer.
Wow.
So they've depended on the long ball.
And a lot of those home runs coming off the new guys, too. So it's been a change of pace for how they've run their offense in recent days. But Cotuit pitching staff having to be proud of themselves. They've really been on top of that run defense. True with the 82-mile-an-hour changeup. Full count situated for him here. Last time, he worked in the top of the 7th, excuse me. A 1-2-3 inning to get things started, including a strikeout and 2 fly-ups. He put away the last batter he faced, all on his own. Manuel with the pitch down low. They will allow McDougal to walk, though, on this one. Looked like it was almost in the zone from our point of view up here.
As a borderline pitch. Well, as this one wrapping up, upcoming schedule, talked about it, a lot of games coming up for the Cats, as they've got basically 10 in a row.
It's going to be insane to see how it goes, and always happy to have an off day at Fenway Park. No Red Sox baseball. Ooh, almost a crucial mistake there. My bad, guys.
That was pivotal.
Oh,
that was pivotal.
Oh, I'm so glad I caught myself. High ball upstairs. So So we'll take to Fenway on the 2nd of July. Almost kind of a month difference between when we went to Fenway last year. It's kind of the 2nd week of the season. Things were starting to get going. You had a lot of your first day guys still there. But before that, 4:30 at Brewster tomorrow. Another field without lights. Question of the rain situation there. It was almost an issue the last time this team played Brewster. Been raining all day, and then right after that last pitch was thrown, started coming down in waves there.
Yeah, smart call right here from Coach Curtin, and Sojano talked to Truitt. He's thrown 4 straight balls now. And if you can extend this inning, obviously you don't want to play to the darkness, but it is getting dark out here. It might be the last half going on, so get a chance to get 3 outs and get out of here with the victory.
Cotuit looking to break this 4-game losing streak they sit on. Jeff Merzel having to walk up to the mound and pull Curtin and O off. Manuel set back. No outs on the board here. Like back to that schedule in which we were mentioning. Harwich at home on Sunday. Let's make sure to head back out to Lowell Park. 4:30 start on that one. YD home game the next day at 5. 6 p.m. at Hyannis on the 30th. We'll take our first Patriot Cup rivalry test on the road. Hyannis holding on to the first win of that series so far. July 1st, 7 p.m. at Chatham. Big hack of this one off the bat to make the count 1-1. Go back to Veterans Field, and then the next day is Fenway. Excited to see Boston again. I absolutely love Boston. The 3rd, we're going to test against Falmouth for the first time out at Falmouth. It's always an interesting field. Bullpen practically almost on top of a hill out there. And then July 4th gets things going. Another hack attempt there, foul tip off. And then the 5th is the last day of that really long stretch we go to Wareham for the first time. So we got to go all the way across the bridge to get things going. Sunday of 4th of July weekend, so hope you leave a couple hours early. The rest of the Cape will be doing the same thing, and then an off day on the 6th, a well-deserved off day for this Cotuit staff and the rest of the Cape League. 1-2 the count. Truitt Manuel, no outs on the board, 1 runner on. He's 1 away from knocking the first out of this inning. It's getting a little hard to see here at Lowell Park. Runner goes. McDougal running all the way for 3rd. He's gonna test it, and he's successful. The backstop unable to produce. Having to run all the way out there to try and get on top of this ball. For Orleans tried to even test bringing in the scoring run.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Got a little too aggressive out of the squat and popped up. Tried to fire towards second base. Stolen base into a pass ball. Runner gets to 3rd. Now the infield's got to come in. You got to cut down this runner.
Cotuit has really struggled on the caught stealing aspect of their pitching staff this season. They still sit in last place overall. They're going up against an Orleans aggressive staff. This ball is tipped back into the dugout, almost gloved. One of the members in there. You mentioned a little earlier, Liam, this Orleans staff is one of the strongest stealing bases programs on Cape right now. Manuel still with the 3-2 count. But now, in a different situation, the tying run on third, McDougal. Calling a pitch clock violation on Truett Manuel here, awarding the walk, and setting up runners on the corners here. It's the first we've seen all season of a pitch, or at least in my opinion, the first we've seen of a pitch clock violation. It's very rare.
It was the right call, though. Truett Manuel shook off 3 times. I think he was trying to get back to the fastball, and now the middle will play back. Not sure how I feel about that. You don't want to tie in this situation.
Big hack off from the leadoff batter and Rowan Kelly, who had that phenomenal play out in center field just about 10 or so minutes ago. Back in the batting order to try and deal some damage here. 0-1 the count. No outs on the board, and you got runners on the corners. Kettleers looking for their first win in a handful of games as he hacks this one. Just out to the right of the box.
Yeah, that's why I say that, is you're on a 4-game losing streak right now, so a tie doesn't feel as good as a win in the books, obviously. Middle plays back, corners will play in. Got to hold this runner on, make sure that Regoza doesn't swipe second.
The deal down low. Manuel will find the strikeout capability against Rowan Kelly to dish his second of his outing today, putting hope on the board for the Kets. He's still got 2 runners on in scoring position.
Huge pitch, frozen with the fastball on the outside corner and preventing a ball to be put in play. Most likely will score a run if it's up the middle or in the outfield. Now the double play is set up.
Dominic Cadiz will face his first from Truett Manuel. High pop out towards the right side. Jace Lee and Ryan Taransky trying to make a run for it. They choose to back off about 50 feet from the line. Jace Lee also with an incredible play just a couple innings ago. It's been a great day for the outfielders. They've been phenomenal in almost every regard. Darkness is really starting to kick in here. I'm squinting practically. Truett Manuel deals this one down low, a big swing. Number 30 in the box, Dominic Cadiz, and like these uniforms a lot today. Last year the league had specific Friday military honoring jerseys that they wore. This year, bit of a different pace. The Orleans Firebirds in completely red. I like the speckle along the back. Truett Manuel tosses this one up high. A good connection there by Cadiz, but heads out into foul territory.
Pitch of the game coming up. This is all the game right here. Bub Terrell on deck. You're a pitch away if you're Truett Manuel.
0-2 the count. You're ahead here. Runners on the corners, 3-2 Kettleers. Looking for their first win. This one out wide. 1-2 the count. Cadiz slowly trickling his way back into this one. Yeah, you've really got the double play situation lined up here for you. Manuel takes a quick glance at both of his base runners. Kicks and winds this one out wide, evening the count 2-2. It's going to be close. This could be the final half inning of today's game. The visibility is just getting low and low. There's no batter's eye here at Lowell Park to help distinguish. We've only got the bright white pinstripe jerseys of the Kettleers for any sort of assistance. This one's dealt. Grounded out towards the second baseman. Tosses it on over to shortstop. And this could be the double play in the Cotuit Kettleers. Truett Manuel grounds it out. When you need it, you say it on the broadcast. That's how it's done here at Lowell Park. Truett Manuel fired up on the left side. And this will be the ball game. The Cotuit Kettleers walking away with a 3-2 win over the Orleans Firebirds, changing the narrative of how last season went for the Kets against these dominant Firebirds in terms of road victories. The Kettleers walk away with it. We break the losing streak here at Lowell Park. Wow, Liam, what an absolute turnaround.
Yeah, you said it. One pitch away. right? All you needed was a double play. You positioned perfectly. What an outing from Truett Manuel to come in relief. Didn't allow a hit in 2 innings. And it did feel like at one point that game was kind of slipping away from the Kets. They had 14 runners left on base, 3 for 15 with runners in scoring position. Taransky was robbed of the homer that would add some insurance in the bottom of the 7th, and that's a big-time win, getting back in the column and a victory for the Cats.
Dare I say, we call them the cardiac Cats here. Change the C to a K, and we got our cardiac to it. But, wow, what a performance. We're super excited. Our own Carson Mercier gets his own post-game interview, and who better than with Sojourno. Carson, take it away. Yay.
Stop the 4-game losing streak with the win today. Can this be the momentum that the team needs to really go on a run? Sojourno, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Carson. Wow, I'm so happy for him to get that post-game interview and to get the win, too. What a big moment. Kettleers getting their first win in a long time here at Lowell Park. Had the tie against Bourne. Had the 5-0 shutout against Wareham. Lost to Hyannis, and here you go. You get the win over the Firebirds. 3-2 to kick things off here. Final score lines, the Cotuit Kettleers, the 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors on the board defensively. Orleans, 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors to kick things off here. Sojourno, Ryan Taransky, all these guys really fighting their way through to put up a big win. You heard it from Coach Coop before the game today. It's the momentum shifts and your motivation, and these guys were motivated. For our entire broadcast crew, Liam Ervin, Carson Mercier, Adriana and Emily in our booth, Joe, our broadcast director to get things going, and I believe Colby's also up there helping out with cameras in place of our Jaden. Been Brooke Killgore wishing you so long, having a wonderful night, and hey, it's always a great day for baseball on Cape.